All right, welcome back, everybody. This is episode 6 of Midwestern Propaganda. As always, we are your hosts. I am Joe.
Cramer.
And I'm Evan.
We got a lot of inspired content for you today. Let's just say that. So,
Ooh, I'm excited.
without further ado, let's jump into the news.
Into the news. Yo, this animation,
This shit's
bro.
fucking exciting, dude.
It's getting better and better. Oh, shit.
Started off with some sad news. The U.S. lost. We were just talking about this. Thoughts?
Better luck next time, boys.
Yeah. It's inevitable. I mean, we're not a soccer country. Like,
Yeah.
We're going to lose it like every 9 times out of 10 to like any Latin American or like European country probably.
Do you view this as a loss then, or do you think this is more so just like a...
I think it was a PR win. I think it was a PR win.
You think so?
Nobody expected America. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Nobody expects America to ball off like they did, you know? And they made it pretty far. I can't complain. I mean, I'm not a huge soccer guy, but I think it's cool that people are talking about America.
Yeah.
So
The one thing I'm worried about with this is that, like, I think Americans for the first time in a World Cup had like their expectations high. I know I did, and I'm not. I didn't think anyone thought they were going to win, but I think people really did think they were going to win that game. So I wonder if it might actually, in a way, set back soccer in this country. I don't know.
a 4-1 blowout's pretty rough.
That's bad.
Belgium of all countries, like
It's pretty bad.
it's like a micro country.
Yeah, if it would have been like France or something, it would have been like that.
Like a
would have
team
been
that
nice.
has like hella investments.
I wish we would have
and,
just
like,
gotten. If we would have gotten blown up like 7
Or
to
Argentina.
fucking 0, then it would have been better. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
If they advanced, would they have played Spain or Portugal?
Spain, we would have gotten fucking. I mean, there's
Yeah.
no way we would have made it.
But
Past
that would have been more honorable.
Yeah.
Exactly. It would have been
would've.
like a. That would have been like a
'Cause
real
We
opponent.
were in the was it the 16 top 16?
Yeah.
And then so we would have gone to quarterfinals.
Yep,
after that?
quarterfinals,
Okay.
which
Okay.
we've never been to.
Yeah.
So this
shit.
was the furthest we got since 2002, which is pretty
Damn,
cool.
bro. What if the Lions
The Lions
made it all the way
To the World
in
Cup?
the same year that the
Oh.
Americans made it, you know, to the end, you
Yeah,
know?
two things that
breaking
would just
records.
never
Yeah,
happen.
never
Yeah.
happened.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously,
Wake
that's
up.
what would happen.
Wake up!
Yeah, you'd
Wake up! Wake up!
I don't know if you guys heard about this. So Walmart on the 4th of July announced that they were reducing costs for 250 of their grocery items and household items and that sort of shit. Trump immediately went to Truth Social and took credit for it. Have you guys heard about this? Thoughts?
I heard there was a drop in prices. I didn't realize it was $250. That's kind of
was
funny.
Like, yeah, it
It's
was like a
250th anniversary.
anniversary.
That's kind of
thing.
funny.
Kind of fucking gay, actually. But
Was it $2.50 or on
No.
250 items?
No. It was like a
250 items reduced a penny.
reduced.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, basically, some of them were like as low as like probably 5 cents or something. But I mean, it was
Well,
250 items got reduced.
Was it like food items? I mean, like,
It was mostly food items. Yeah, that was the idea. Was that it was supposed to like impact the immediate grocery bill and shit.
you can get your American cheddar cheese or American cheese for dirt cheap now.
I
You
feel
can
like
poison yourself.
It's kind of like underhanded because who goes shopping on the 4th of July?
Yeah, well,
Nobody.
and the thing is too, it's like it didn't get into effect on the 4th of July though either.
Oh.
It was like one of those things where they were like, we are reducing over the
Yeah.
next like I think they gave themselves like a couple months. I don't know, a month or
A
something.
huge window.
But then
Big
Trump was
window.
like, he hopped on True Social and he said he like begged them, not begged them.
Begged
he wouldn't.
them?
He would never say that. But he like asked them to reduce the
Jumpman,
cost to
please.
help people.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Thoughts?
I mean, I guess it's a win, but it's like,
Sure.
I don't know.
It's like watching like the fucking evil stepwitch in Cinderella, like, or the evil stepmom in Cinderella, like get 5% nicer. That's like what watching Walmart
Yeah.
reduce costs is like. You know,
Yeah.
it's like there's still.
I
Like,
mean,
a
in the
piece
scheme of things,
shit
in the
company.
scheme of things, it's not going to do anything.
It's gonna do nothing.
And
It's
you
like
know,
a
I
Game
mean,
of
like,
Thrones move.
he's already cooked as far as the voter base goes. So it's not like this
Trump?
is something that's going to like revitalize like the right.
Trump Diesel, dude.
Yeah, Trump
Yeah.
Diesel. I forgot about this shit, dude.
Did you hear about
no
this?
way you put this in here,
Yeah, I
bro.
put this in here. This
That's
is
so funny.
There's a. Have you heard about this, Kramer?
No, I have no
There's
idea.
a
what this is.
vigilante going around Mexico right now, and his name by the name Mexico
Batman.
Batman. He's
The
like
Batman.
Mexican Batman.
El Batman?
Basically, yes. El Batman.
El
So
Batman.
He's walking around, fucking capturing what appears to be children doing crimes, and he's duct taping them to poles. Which is
I want
pretty
to know why he's
badass.
got so much duct tape.
Yeah, I mean, it seems
Kind of
like they
weird
would-
for a vigilante to have. I don't know.
He's into bondage.
Some bonding, some BDSM. It's got to be. But they're
I like
kids.
to be
That's kind of
bound.
fucked.
I bind. I like to be bound.
I like shit. I was gonna wear my It's Always Sunny shirt today.
Yeah.
I should have worn that. I like to be bound. My
Yeah,
tools.
he's basically Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis Reynolds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost said Dennis Rodman. I mean, Dennis Rodman probably has a bunch of
He's
fucking
got
duct tape too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Duct tape
anyway,
and lube.
it's pretty cool. Thoughts on vigilantes?
Vigilantes. I think they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Putting on a mask, dude. Going
pretty
out
sweet.
at night. I mean,
Yeah.
gay
Travis
people
Scott.
do it all the time.
Gay people
Yes.
do it all the time. Yeah, and they don't stop any crimes as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, I think vigilantism is pretty cool. It should be our government that do the vigilantes, but
Yeah, well,
I guess it defeats the purpose of what a vigilante is.
Yeah.
They're just the antis.
Yeah. Hell is this? Some electric
This is
bullshit?
an interesting one, guys.
Does everyone know?
I don't know if you guys have
Jaguar
heard
or
of
the
this.
Jag?
It's a Waymo. It's a Waymo. Yes, but it's a Jag, but it's a Waymo. This is a Waymo car.
Oh,
like the self-driving.
they converted it to self-driving.
Yeah, so these are self-driving vehicles, as we all know. Recently, a Waymo had two 15-year-old passengers in the back, and they were drinking alcohol and being obscene, and it drove them to a police. It either drove them to a police station, or I think actually what it did is it put them in a parking lot, locked the doors, and then called the police, and they were arrested for underage drinking. But
AI's ratting on these hoes, dude. That's crazy.
That's pretty weird, huh? What are your thoughts? I've heard both sides. It's an interesting discourse.
That's crazy. I didn't hear about this.
Do you think they could hear when the car was calling the cops? They were like, "Oh no, oh no!"
Please, no, I guarantee
Please,
you.
Waymo.
I guarantee.
Pretty please.
I guarantee you that's what was happening. I guarantee you it was I'm gonna call the police now, and then it just fucking did
Calling
it.
police. Your fate is sealed.
Yeah.
Unless you pay $300 fine.
Yeah. Suggesting maximum prison time. Yeah. No. It's
Increasing
pretty
stroke
though.
game 10%.
I think obviously the funny side of this is that it is very funny. That these kids were busted in a fucking Waymo, because that's got to be the most embarrassing shit that could ever happen. But the dark, I guess, thing, is that
it knows.
It's the police surveillance state is now even applying to vehicles that people were in. Imagine if you got in a vehicle and then you were talking to your friend and you were like, oh yeah, I fucking, I've got an unregistered firearm in my house or some shit.
Yeah.
And
Very
then,
normal Michigan activity.
And then some SWAT shit happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that certainly doesn't apply to anyone on this podcast.
Not at all.
We all have no
Our
firearms.
things by the book.
Everything's
by the
registered.
book. Yep.
So it is an interesting take, though.
That is way more scary.
That is
way
terrifying.
more scary.
Is Waymo an American company? Is it European, Chinese?
I couldn't tell you. My guess is it's Chinese American.
So it knew. Yeah, Chinese American.
Kind of like a.
I mean, yeah.
Like a fortune cookie.
Yeah. So the Waymo knew they were drinking, and apparently it's big illegal to be drinking in the backseat of a car.
Well, it's illegal to be 15 and drinking. So.
Oh, they were 15. I missed.
Okay.
Since when?
I mean, well, if it was in Europe, it's not.
Fucking.
Where was it?
these
Was it in
days.
America?
Huh? This was
It kind of looks
in
like
California.
It looks like San Fran a little bit.
This is in California.
Maybe.
I mean,
San
that's not
Diego.
that was not the event.
Okay.
But this is just a picture of the Waymo.
okay.
But it was in California.
Okay. What the fuck? Is it the Glizzy comp?
Joey Chestnut won his. If I'm
64
I
Glizzies?
believe. Yeah. He actually ate 66 to win, but he won his. I think it was 18th. Nathan's hot dog contest. So
Holy
I think
shit.
I brought this up because I'm wondering if he should be in contention for the greatest of all time athletes, regardless of
Sport.
a sport. Yeah, because he really is as far as if you're looking at what do they say? If you're looking at metal, if you're looking at fucking shit they got. Dude, he's got more
he's got
medals than
bling.
probably anyone, bro.
I mean, look at
he has
that's-
more
that-
rings than LeBron. He has more fucking rings than Brady.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
true. If
know,
you said
man.
7, he won 7 of them.
He's won 18.
Oh, what the? F-
And
Yeah,
that's not even
true.
the only fucking
So
contest
he's
won.
world champion glizzy eater.
Hold on, my cat's eating some fucking grass. Give me one
Sorry,
second.
she'll be back in here.
Keep talking.
That face is just pure passion, exudes, championship. I don't know, a champion. That's just champion behavior.
Did you see he beat up someone that ran on the stage and was I think it was a spoof on 9/11 awareness or whatever they did in the Super Bowl, but he was talking about the Death Star, and
No, I
Joey
didn't-
Chestnut choked him out. Did
Yeah,
you
he
see
put him in a
that?
chokehold and then he won the contest.
Wait,
fuck?
that was before he won.
It was before he won.
Damn,
he
that's
put him
so
in a chokehold
badass.
with one arm and kept eating with his other arm. I swear to God. He's legit. I mean, this dude's a legitimate competitor.
Yeah.
It's not like he's
He's there to dominate.
he's fucking Brock Lesnar. This dude
That's
is
crazy.
he's a badass.
Man,
Is this his coach? Is this his glizzy
And the other
eating
day, I
coach?
watched him eat 30 fucking. I think it was 36. No, it was 32 Big Macs in one sitting.
Who's that one guy that did the Big Mac?
Probably Matt Stoney.
Was that the guy that did that one movie?
Oh no, that's
The Super Size Me?
I forgot
oh,
what the
yeah.
guy's name is.
Anyways.
Morgan Spurlock.
And that's probably more than what that guy ate.
Oh, definitely.
So that's crazy.
Yeah, he's a pretty good athlete.
He must like hot dogs.
Oh yeah, my bad. That was the end of the news.
that's
Very
the end of the news.
Very good. Yeah, I mean those are all the news stories that happened this week. It was a very light week for news.
Wow.
Very I would say it was a comical week. I think it was a comical week, a cleanse after the week before, which was sad. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got married, by the way. I didn't want to include that again.
Oh,
You were
yeah,
right,
in
dude,
New
you
York.
were right.
I
I
heard
was
there
right,
were
man.
some crazy
I was on that
protests.
shit. Protests.
Yeah. People were outside the wedding venue with signs and shit saying repeal the fifth or something. I don't know.
What the fuck?
I was making shit up at that part, but
Well, I think people hate her
yeah,
because
they
she
were pissed off about it.
is a piece of
Because
shit.
why have a private venue in a public space?
Yeah, that is pretty fucking stupid. Also, she just is like a shitty person. She just burns oil in her fucking PJ and.
She burns oil in her PJs?
Yeah, I mean, like, no,
What the
private jet.
Oh.
This fucking dude's so broke, bro. He has no idea what.
I have no idea what a
Yeah.
PJ
I fucking
slang
said
for, my
pajamas,
bad.
bro. Yeah, sorry, bro. You ain't.
One
you
day
ain't
I'll have
you
a
ain't
G6.
You don't know pilots on a G6 basis,
Yeah.
bro. You ain't got that shit.
Never got a BJ in the PJ.
I didn't know you guys
Yeah,
flew
you never
here.
get the BJ and the PJ, bro.
BJ the PJs.
Shit, bro.
That
How
was
do you think Cramer and I got on that plane, bro? Oh shit.
Wait,
All
what
right.
island is this
You
going to?
You guys came off of different men.
Like, man, that island looks really weird. We're like, oh fuck. Anyway, all right. Take of the week. Take of the week is me.
JoJo.
I will take it away. So my take this week centers on a conversation that we had over the last couple of months. We've actually had it a couple times. So I think that books are the most important form of media, and I use that term fairly loosely. When I'm referring to media, I'm referring to books, movies, television, video games, that sort of thing. And I think books are the most important. Now, I do want to clarify, they're important with there's some caveats there. I don't mean important as far as like artistic importance or artistic value. I think that there is plenty of media that has artistic merit on its own. Some art is better spoken to other people. Some art means more to other people. That's not what I mean. The aspect of this that I'm trying to discern is that books, to me, are the most important form of media for changing your perspective. I think books do something that no other form of media does, and I'll jump in here in just a second. But my general thesis, and I'm not really like, I haven't taken much time to like, iron this out.
Yeah. Early
But
stages.
the way that I would say books like are different than other forms of media is that there's nothing like a book in the sense that when you read a book, first off, your attention is fully invested in the book and the narrative. It is physically impossible to read a book, like actually read a book, I mean. It is physically impossible to read a book that's not let's say, nonfiction, okay? Because let's just narrow this down to fiction for now. Fiction books, it is impossible to read a fiction book and be invested in that book and think about anything else. Like, genuinely. You can think about yourself, maybe, but to think about anything outside of this narrative, you can think about yourself pertaining to the narrative, maybe how you feel about the narrative, but to think about anything other than that narrative and what it encompasses, it's impossible. That is not the case for movies. It's not the case for film. It's not the case for music. I said movies and film. It's not the case for video games, movies, music. Like, it's not the case. It's just not. You have to... There's almost no way that you can be distracted while reading a book, because the second you're distracted, you're no longer reading that book. It requires everything. It requires everything that you have, essentially. That's one piece of it. The second piece of it, I think, is that what a book does that's really interesting is it puts you inside, most of the time anyway, it puts you inside the inner dialogue of another human being, which is something that, again, movies attempt. Music can even attempt this. Video games, I guess, sometimes attempt it, but I don't think video games work in the way that I think a book does. But like a book truly takes you out of your perspective, puts you in someone else's body, in someone else's shoes. You think like them because you're reading it. You really have to think like them. You have to process it in multiple ways rather than just seeing something. You have to read it. You're seeing something and you're thinking about it. It's a multi-sense sort of, what's the fucking word I'm looking for?
Multifaceted?
Sure, it's like a multifaceted, but it just uses all your senses, essentially. With the exception of sound, of course.
Yeah.
But it really, like, I think that, I don't know the fucking science behind this, but I've heard before that, like, when you read things, you can comprehend them better, and they stick in your brain easier than, like, if you just were to either see it or, something like that, right? Or hear it, because it uses a part of your brain that is better connected to your memory or some shit. I don't know about that shit. But anyway, I think that it's just a great way to learn about other people's perspectives that movies and video games don't necessarily provide, in my opinion. So that's the first part of this. Initial thoughts.
Well, I might be retarded, but when I would read, my brain would wander to other things.
Fiction or nonfiction, though?
Both. Like,
Okay,
I'd be reading anything, and I'll come across some topic, and then I'll go down like this chain reaction of different thoughts while my eyes are physically going through it, and I'm like somewhat comprehending
but you're not reading it.
I mean, I am reading it, but I'm not.
But you're not. I mean, you're not technically reading it.
I'm not. There's another word that's like reading, but it's plus like the comprehension. I'm not comprehending it.
Sure.
That's probably a better word. I'm not comprehending it.
Yeah. I mean, I would argue that you, like, the second you get distracted with a book, you stop reading it.
Yeah.
Like there are times where I've read books and I have to go back and reread an entire page because I was thinking about something else. And so I'm not saying that it doesn't creep in. You can get distracted. I mean, it's actually, books are probably the easiest thing to get distracted doing because they're arguably the most like, quote unquote boring thing to do. They're the least quote unquote engaging. So like you can get distracted, but I think what's interesting and unique about books is that the second that you get distracted, the book you're no longer reading it. It's over. Like if we're watching a movie, I can be on TikTok the entire goddamn movie and I can know the entire plot of the movie, but I wasn't really watching it. It's like it can be a passive
but were
experience.
you in the movie then?
Yeah, I mean, no and yes. I think that movies are a lot more forgiving than books. Books do not.
Yeah.
They do not cater to people who are distracted. They don't. You have to read, for a fiction book, you have to read fucking everything. You skip one page, you could miss a fucking piece of dialogue that is literally the end of the narrative.
You have to go back.
It's like you have to know that. And movies, obviously a really, really good movie, a really, really good video game requires that level of participation, but it doesn't necessarily exclude it. Like it's not fully catered to that audience. They also cater to people who are distracted.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays.
I would argue that like video games are equally as engaging because like reading, you have to do the act.
Yeah.
But I will say, like in defense of your argument, when I'm playing video games, sometimes I subway surf for myself and just like put on like a podcast.
Yeah, on the
I'm,
cell
like,
phone.
listening
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah.
Subway
yeah.
surf for
that.
myself.
Yeah.
So that's I guess point one for books.
But actually, and that actually kind of goes into the next point I was going to say, because I agree with you. I actually think that video games are very participatory, much more than movies. But there's an aspect of video games, especially like when it comes to the narrative, that pulls you out of the, I guess, immersion of the character. And this is all getting kind of convoluted, but the thing about video games, books, and movies is that there's a degree of agency, right? A degree of your input on the narrative that needs to exist, and there's also a degree of the narrative of the agency that needs to not exist for the narrative to be impactful on you. So a video game, I actually think you have too much power in the narrative.
Yeah.
For most video games, especially nowadays, you control a lot of the morality, the ethics. The character becomes you rather than you becoming the character. When you watch a movie, you're essentially watching a character.
You're becoming the character.
But you're not really entering necessarily into the brain of that character. It depends on the movie, of course, but like most movies do not take a single character inner dialogue approach. That's not common at all, whereas most books do take that approach. They take an inner dialogue approach. So with a book, you have to, regardless of what you think about the character, you have to live as that character while you're reading that book. When you watch a movie, if you don't like a character, you can kind of pull yourself out and contextually say, I don't really like this character, and I'm going to stop trying to like enter into their brain. I'm just going to watch what they do because they're going to do whatever they do no matter what. But a book is the book is unfolds in such a way that you have to participate in the character's ideology. It has to go through your brain. Whereas a movie, you can kind of filter it out because with a movie, again, you can be semi-passive. You understand? Does that make sense?
Sort of, yeah. I feel like, and you did mention this, but it's like a big advantage of not being a book is the fact that you have more senses picking up the information that's going on, so you don't need to strictly be like reading or physically watching whatever it is. Like you got the audio, you got the visual, you've got, I guess that's probably it for a movie. But I think one thing is like it's like I guess an example of like reading Tolkien books. He goes into incessant detail about the food that's at like banquets and shit.
Sure.
You know, for, like pages upon pages. Whereas when you have a movie, that can all be condensed to like 20 frames of an image. You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of that the backdrop stuff that's not important to the exact plot is kind of cut out in movies because you can absorb it in your tertiary rather than your primary focus. So I mean that is kind of feeding into your point because your point is your primary focus. The book, it has to be your primary focus. That's everything right there. Whereas movies, a lot of that can be tunneled out to your tertiary like absorption. So I do kind of see what you're saying here. Me personally, I think I would probably change it more so to like historically speaking, because for example, like with like action games, like you need to be like on it, like to get your like timing inputs and everything. Like you can't be like slouching off watching your Subway Surfers. You know what I mean?
But most action games are not going to be the ones that are narratively the most focused.
Yeah, there would be like no narrative at all. It'd be like Scorpion versus Sub-Zero. You know, like fucking
So that's
get over here. That's the narrative you're getting.
So I mean, that's and those video games serve a completely different purpose.
Yeah.
I would never even compare them to books, and that's not a dig against them.
But actually, I do want to switch over to the very first point you made, though, real quick, about I think you said books were like the best form of media where you you get fully involved in someone's mindset and like is changing your mind like the most likely, or like most absorbing some new way of thought or way of thinking. Is that sort of what? Maybe you want to refrain on what you said. Just
sure,
so
yeah.
we're all on the
Well,
same
I'll
page.
just reiterate here. I think movies and video games can do this, not just as well as books, but I think movies and video games can do this. I think the difference is that books, and it's very hard for me to put this into words. I was honestly trying to think about it all week, how to put this into words, and I couldn't really figure it out. But like essentially, actually, I think I wrote something down. Hold on one second.
Yeah, bust some notes out.
This quote I found online. They called it borrowed cognition. And I think that that's actually like a really good way to like kind of phrase it, because what I think a book does differently is that, and I can only say this because, you know, like from my experience reading, but just the way that you consume a book, the way that you read, it requires you to absorb the character's thought much more than like if I was to watch a character do an action.
Yeah.
If I watch, like, let's say we're watching a movie and you killed somebody, you know, I'm watching this movie and you're in it, and you kill someone in this scene, then I could watch your actions. I might even, if it's a good movie, I might even know the context. I might know the objective you were trying to achieve. I might know your MO, your motive. I might know all of this context, but I'm still watching you conduct this action.
Yeah.
When I read a book, I'm the one allowing the action to happen because I'm continuing to read from this perspective, and this character, for the time being, is me.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking through this character.
Yeah. You're driving a car as opposed to being on a train or...
Sort of, yeah.
It's like a roller coaster.
It's almost like you're fucking in a Waymo, right? Like you're like the car is driving, but you are the one, like, essentially you press start, you press stop, and it's gonna continue with you. But for the time being, you have to think like that character is. So in a way, it's your action, which is like, I think, a weird sort of like, I don't know the science, but psychologically speaking, I think that's kind of how it works.
That's kind of like video games too. But I think the cool thing about books is neither video games or movies in their own can sort of replicate the experience of a book. A book's sort of like the halfway. So if you do like a Venn diagram, the book is sort of like the interlapping portion of it.
I agree.
So if you had like a two Venn diagram, video games, movies, the books would sort of be in the middle because, like you're saying, you are the driving force to continuing the story. Same thing in video games, but in video games, you're not really putting yourself in the mind of other characters. You're not becoming the character for some. I mean, obviously, some video games.
The character's becoming you, right?
The character's sort of becoming you in video games. But in movies, you're the character, but you're not the one driving the car.
Exactly.
So it's like the books are kind of like they're in that middle part of the Venn diagram, I think, which is like a very unique spot for media to exist in. And yeah, you can make the argument you get the best of both worlds in it, and that's why it's, you know, the most important form of media, as you're saying.
Yeah.
You said something earlier about like changing people's thoughts. And I think as far as that
perspective
point,
shifting, yeah.
Perspective shifting. I think as far as that point goes, I honestly might think like fucking YouTube Shorts and like TikTok might be the number one for that these days. I mean, like, you think about like changing people's perspective, like it literally just takes like a 25-second clip of some bullshit happening to piss you off, or it takes
but
10-second clip.
Is that perspective or is that emotion? You can change your. I mean, I think those things are. I think short form content is at its best. Well, not at its best. It's at its design when it triggers your emotions. I don't think it's perspective shifting. If anything, I actually think it feeds into your perspective. Your emotions are often just the same. It's not like it's changing your mind. You're reaffirming what you believe when you see short-form content, usually.
But over time, I think you end up with the same result. Like, through enough emotional repetition, I think over time, your perspective can be changed through short-form media.
I would definitely disagree, but I don't know. What do you think, Cramer?
Well, I don't want to get ahead of you because I don't know what you got next, but I think a important thing about books is that they exist throughout time, and the medium doesn't age, right? Books, you can read an old book. Obviously, the language changes a little bit, but blah, blah, blah. Whereas when you're talking about short-form video, it's very heavily affected by curated algorithms, which I think can weigh against, like, trying to change your perspective. Though I do agree, if in a perfect world, like, short-form video, I think could change your perspective just as well as anything. Yeah. But yeah, it's always attached to certain curated algorithms.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's kind of what I was saying. You said it in a much better way than I did. It's like it's the way that it's presented to us now. Like when you specifically said YouTube Shorts or like TikToks, that sort of thing. Like it's usually designed to reaffirm your perspective,
which already exists.
Even if it is exposure to an opposite perspective. But what they usually try to do is, like, if I was a conservative they would send me the most liberal fucking content that they can,
Yeah.
so that I could be, oh yeah, these
More
liberals are
conservative.
retarded,
Yeah.
and it reaffirms my conservative,
Yeah.
positions. I think what books do so well is that they kind of trick you. They start off with, usually most really good books, they start off with a narrative that's really open-ended, and then the closer you get to the end, it starts to really like lock into this, and you maybe start to see, okay, I understand what the author was trying to tell me here. But the way that at least in my experience, and I'm not the smartest guy in the world, so maybe that's why, but like at least in my experience, when I read books, I don't think about, oh, by the end of the book, I'm not usually like, oh, the author was trying to convince me of this. I'm just thinking about other things. Like really good books make you think about other things that are so, maybe they might even be tangential to the narrative, but because they affect the character, you become this character. You might even feel this character's emotions. You see this character's perspective. Even if they're a bad character, it really pulls you out of the context of your life because you have to be immersed in this person's life. And so it's almost like when you travel to another country and you have to live in this culture.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you have to do it. You have no other opportunity to do anything. You have to be involved in this culture. So I don't know, in that way.
That's a fair point. Yeah, because you never know where the book's going or where the author might take it. Because I mean, when you're picking up a book, you might know like a gist about what it's about. Like in general, you know, you read like the front, the inside cover, or whatever, with like a summary, whatever it's going on, and it's like you truly don't know until you're actually in the thick of it. So
yeah, when it's not even. I mean, at least in my experience, the books that have changed me the most, it had nothing to do with the plot. It had to do with like the characters, like their thought pattern,
the decisions,
their dialogue,
and how they came up with conclusions.
Yeah, I mean, I think like it really, and you know, kind of going off of that conversation we had the other day, but I think like it really assists with critical thinking skills because it's like it teaches you, or at least in a small way, shows you how other people come to conclusions, how other people think, and I think it makes you in a way, a more empathetic person, which I think empathy helps with critical thinking skills because I think a lot of critical thinking when it comes to like interactions with people is understanding how they may have thought about the situation. And that's, I mean, I actually think that's kind of applies to all art because if you think about it, critical thinking, like if I was to watch a Nolan movie or something and I was like, I wonder what Nolan was trying to, I wonder what this movie was actually about. I would have to know the context of, okay,
what Nolan was thinking.
Yeah, like what Nolan could have been thinking. What was going on in his life? What was, all that sort of shit. And that's a part of empathy, right? Is like to think about other people and their feelings.
I'm still asking myself that. What was Nolan thinking?
Yeah, nobody.
We'll never know.
Yeah, Tenet. Fuck Tenet.
Yeah.
Dude. Anyway. Thoughts?
You got to say something, Cramer? I didn't mean to cut you off there with a little joke.
See, I don't know if I would fully agree with that statement written there, but I do agree with you in the fact that I think the biggest advantage books have over any other medium is that they can express inner dialogue, which movies, I mean, you can get a narrator, and video games, you can get a narrator as well. But I think books drive it home because you're kind of, like you said, you're rereading and you're reading through someone's thought patterns and stuff like that, as opposed to a narrator coming in and out with action scenes dispersed within them.
Yeah. Yeah, with the exact statement, I don't know, but like, I mean, after hearing you elaborate what you were saying, I think, I mean, like what I'm hearing from what you guys have been saying in describing this is not that necessarily this per se, but that in terms of mediums in media, books are the closest to replicating genuine human interaction and experience.
Yes.
It is like normally, if you've lived in a world with no books or anything, you'd have conversation, you'd be engaged with new cultures, like you're saying. Books, without a doubt, come closest to obtaining that same level of experience, that human interaction, in a form of a medium, in a form of a media. It trumps movies and video games hands down in that front. So that seems to me like what you're saying is, and I completely 100% agree with that.
I would say just, I mean, my main, if I could go back to my main like thesis, it's like it is. I think it's the most important form of media for shifting your perspective and for understanding how other people think.
Yeah,
that's what I would say. And then I wanted to just mention there was two more things I forgot I had written down. The first was what you said was exact. I literally have it written down. I'll show you after the.
I did not see his notes.
You did not, but like what you came to the conclusion is like it was the same thing I came to the conclusion of. Movies are in the spectrum. Books are directly in the middle. Movies do not have enough. They don't provide you with enough agency in the narrative.
Yeah,
which is great. That's good for a lot of reasons, right? That's good because sometimes you should be an observer, right? And it's good to observe, and it's safe to observe. Really tough subjects, sometimes you don't want to have agency in them. Sometimes you need to experience them through a way where you don't, right? Video games have too much agency. You have too much say in the narrative, usually, in most contexts. You have too much say. You're too into it because you're literally playing this character that it becomes a part of you rather than it showing something to you. And then books, I think, are right in the middle.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's very
funny.
funny. That's what I wrote. And then there's one more thing I had written down
Hi, Charlie.
that I forgot again. Oh yeah, of course. The other side of this, and I'm not going to spend much time on this because it's self-explanatory, but I think the other side that makes books so valuable, especially for a developing mind, is the fact that books require imagination in a way that no other form of media ever has. Because a book, if you're reading a book, you literally have to create everything in your head. You have to create how the characters look. You have to create how the world looks, how it operates, how everything, how it smells, how it sounds. Everything has to be created. And so when you get really immersed in a book, I can speak from experience. Like when I'm immersed in a book, dude, I am literally in it. Like I am. It feels like I have tunnel vision, and outside of this book, I'm in the world. And then the second I look up, it crashes down. And so if I read books for like an hour or 2 hours, sometimes I'll get fucked up. It'll kind of mess with me. I'll be a little bit out of it. I don't know if that's ever happened to you, but it's I'll get a little bit out of it.
One noise or someone starts shouting
weird.
and you're just gone. It's just gone.
It's just like a weird thing. So, but anyway, that's my last kind of little thought on this portion is that the imagination is so unlike anything else. So, I mean, for children, I think it's extremely important, but I also think it's important for adults who often lose, I don't want to say the ability, but often lose sight of their imaginations, and they lose that bit of it. So I think it's important there.
Definitely.
It is always funny, to see people get disappointed, and I've been disappointed myself, when, a movie adaptation of a book comes out, and it's not the way you imagined it. So
it looks like a doofus. Yeah, the new Harry Potter.
It almost never does.
Yeah.
Wait, Snape was black the whole time?
The old Harry Potter, though, hit that shit on, that was
oh, yeah,
elite,
dude. The most elite
unbelievable that they did that, yeah.
Well, the thing is, when I read a book before a movie versus a movie before a book, it's completely different. And when you get to the movie, it's what the fuck? This is not at all what I pictured. And then vice versa. Now when you read the book, you're imagining the movie.
Yeah.
The movie looks. So
it helped that the book had Harry was illustrated.
Oh yeah.
On the first book.
It got you close.
And they really did just look for Daniel Radcliffe. He just looked like the motherfucker on the cover. So it did work out that way.
Yeah.
We're at time here, or it's been 30 minutes.
Is it the greatest game of all time?
Yeah. Just real quick, I wanted to showcase, I want to reiterate this. I am in no way shitting on any other forms of media. I'm a massive media consumer. We all are. We love movies. We love video games. We love books. We love all this shit. And so I wanted to highlight a couple video games that I think do perspective shifting really, really well. And so I'd like for you guys to add to it as well. But the first one that came to my mind is a narrative experience. I don't think I've ever experienced a narrative quite as good as The Last of Us, the first Last of Us.
The first one, yeah.
It's truly unbelievable, genuinely heartbreaking. It's very moving. It has literally everything that a book, a movie has. It's incredible. And the way that they utilize your character and your actions in it is very reminiscent of a movie and a book, where they don't allow you to make as much change. They don't allow you to have as much. Things happen to you rather than you happening to them. The other game I wanted to highlight for that pure narrative would be Half-Life 2. I don't really need to dive into this, but just incredible narrative. Red Dead Redemption 2, of course, incredible narrative that I think everybody knows. I don't think it's quite, I'm going to keep it a buck, I don't think it's quite on the level narrative-wise as some of the other games on this list. And then last but not least, I had to throw on Zelda Ocarina of Time, which is my second favorite game of all time, probably, and I think an incredible way to tell a story. Anything that comes to mind for you guys?
As far as storytelling?
Or, no, just go ahead. Whatever you want to say.
Well, I've never played Last of Us, but I do know. I know a lot, the lore and everything. But yeah, that is almost like a book, basically. What do you call those? Visual books, audio visual
graphic novel.
Graphic novel. I don't know. So it's it really it plays out like a book. So that's definitely part of the thing there with that. Comparing. I've never played Half-Life 2. I know the lore about that too, though. But
really good.
Yeah, I've actually I started another Red Dead 2 playthrough a couple weeks back, actually, after we had the conversation about it, and I do want to change my tune on it. I've been enjoying it a lot, the story side of things. I'm in chapter 3. I know the lore of everything, but it does a great job of carrying you along like a book as well.
It actually does, yeah. It literally has chapters. So
yeah, literally.
It's very akin.
And
it's
also,
very slow.
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino movies, not really gaming right now. Very, very book sort of story kind of played out. But yeah.
Those are very much graphic novel type. It's like that kind of a thing. Yeah, it's very violent and stuff. Cramer, I know you're a big Final Fantasy fan. What is coming to your mind, though, when you think of...
Final Fantasy is a good narrative. Honestly, I didn't think of that until you just said that. I honestly, when I was thinking about like open world like role playing games, I think I can only think of them as like playing as an adult, and I know how to game them now, like
Yeah.
in a way that
Yeah.
I can like add different combinations, especially in the Elder Scrolls and Fallout games. Like you can make your character do this, and I almost know everything that happens in the game now. So
You know too much.
yeah,
You're too
I
close
really
to the gears, buddy.
yeah exactly. it truly exactly.
Seriously, no, I understand.
So it's hard to look at those like a beginner again, like I'm playing it for the first time. So
Yeah.
I can't really say they like shift my perspective because I know how to game them.
True. Yeah.
No, that's true. Yeah, I didn't even include Elder Scrolls or anything on this. 'Cause
Yeah.
the same reason. It's just I've played them too many times.
I mean, I totally include Witcher 3 without a doubt.
Really?
It plays
Yeah,
very
that's
much
fair.
like a book with like the chapter progression, especially with the main missions on it. The side missions are obviously a completely different story, but the main missions, honestly, the side missions just read like a short story, like a Poe book. You know, like
Yeah, no, I actually know what you mean.
like they feel like that in The Witcher, and the main story just feels like a long drawn out novel, like a Lord of the Rings kind of. But yeah, it's like you're saying, like experiencing something new for the first time is when it is like the only time you sort of get that with a game. Like after you've discovered everything, figured out the quirks and stuff, like you kind of lose that mystery and the allure of how it goes along. And fortunately for me, I'm having that with Red Dead 2 right now. So I mean, a lot of people probably kill to be in the position I'm at, experiencing Red Dead 2 for the first time again.
Sure.
So I'm gonna keep playing it, and yeah, I'm enjoying it hella. So
Yeah, and to the credit of video games, by the way, it's important to note that video games and movies were both created with the purpose of enjoyment and entertainment, whereas books were like fun, essentially. Whereas books were originally created, and the inception of books is to share stories and to pass down information. So books have always had kind of an edge when it comes to, I guess, like being a little bit more serious, to be fair. And they've also been around for fucking way longer. So
Well,
I mean, that also is important to
it
know.
cost a shitload back in the day to print shit on a book, right? So
Yeah.
you better be putting something worthwhile in it.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they had to do something important.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to put more movies on here, but these were the first two narrative films that I could think of that were like, I guess you could say, perspective shifting. Schindler's List, I think, is widely considered to be like one of the best narratives. It's probably getting some shit now. I don't know. I would just imagine, for obvious reasons. And then Stalker is probably my favorite. Or the first thing that comes to mind. I don't know if I'd say favorite. The first thing that comes to my mind when I think of like a real narrative film, that is like very interesting and engaging. And so I put these on here. The other one that just came to my mind would be Grand Budapest Hotel, which is probably, it's creeping up. It's probably my top 5 movies now.
Yeah.
And that movie is very similar to a book in the way that it expresses characters' thought patterns and that sort of thing, which I think actually Wes Anderson low-key is slept on for. I think like people, when they talk about like dialogue and they talk about this sort of thing, they bring up Tarantino's or they bring up Nolan's. These people who are like obviously well-known for that kind of thing. I actually think Wes Anderson, much beyond his style,
Very,
is
very
actually
particular with the actual dialogue that's being said in
He's
the
just
movies.
he's very, very good at portraying a very unserious characters who have very serious like moments.
Yeah.
And it's very like, it's beautiful in a way. And Grand Budapest Hotel, I think, is my favorite of his. But anyway,
Yeah, I still got to watch that. I'll watch it at some point here.
any movies come to mind for you guys?
Stalker is a good one. There's like a lot of, like I can remember specifically getting into like art movies for the type of thing that you're talking about, that they are like perspective shifting. I will say they don't always have like the best narratives as far as stories go, because they are more open-ended, sort of like a book.
Yeah.
Which sometimes doesn't come across, but I still love Stalker. I still love Tarkovsky,
Yeah.
Andrei Rublev, stuff like that. Bergman.
He's a very author type
Yeah.
director. You know, he really is actually. Him and like, you know, even like Kubrick, you look at like Barry Lyndon or something, you know, like these like kind of more open-ended. I mean, obviously, I think Kubrick was better at telling narratives, but like, yeah, when you're right, because you know a lot of like art film, it's like, you know, our boy fucking Bergman, dude, like he's all about that shit. His shit is very open-ended, which I think is something that's a lot of Western movies don't do, probably because of Hollywood and shit. But
It's like a very Eastern European thing, like telling a story like a book.
Yeah.
yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it actually really does make sense, like if you think about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like very.
It's very like two, like processes. It's like you're following along
Sure.
and you're immersing yourself in that. I'm trying to think of the word. I can't think of it.
I also think like the way that Western culture was exposed to film and media at a much faster rate than most of the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Definitely, I'm sure that's indicative in the way that they film
Yeah.
movies and write movies and stuff.
Well, it started off like you were saying, with the like entertainment. It was like the allure of a movie. Like the first movie I ever made was like the train driving in the projector, and like the whole fucking audience like freaked out. You know?
Yeah.
They got freaky with it. So it's like it's the movies in the West have always sort of been like to capture and the allure of your audience members. Where the East was like to tell something that someone genuinely experienced, like that. And I'm not saying the West doesn't do that, but like Eastern European movies and just the Eastern movies in general. It's like some very, very specific experience someone had that they went through in their life, and they maybe tell it by reshaping what it literally looked like, but they get the same point across still in the movie. Will alter maybe what they physically went through, especially after World War II.
Mm-hmm.
Like World War II was like where that all blew up anyway. And a lot of it was like, I mean, it was like just the trauma, and they would tell it, they'd express that trauma in Japan post nuclear bombs too. It's like they would express that trauma not by physically repeating like a historical drama of the story, but it's like shaping the story in a different way where this point still gets across.
Yeah.
It's funny watching art films. Sorry, not to cut you off, Cramer, but it's funny watching art films because it's like art films that are foreign are very personal stories that are told in a very non-personal way. And then when Americans try to imitate that, like you think of like early A24 movies or something, when they try to imitate that style, they always make it a personal story, and they have to, like, it has to be personal to a character.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, something about foreign films, foreign directors are just so much better at making a very personal story seem not personal. Whereas Americans, it's like, I think it's very hard for us to, I'm just realizing that maybe it's because of how individualized American capitalism is in American society, where it's like, we can't think of a personal story without including a personalized character or a character that expounds that personal story. There has to be like this sort of singularized, insular character that portrays that story. Whereas like Europeans and Asians and Africa, like they're able to portray stories in a much broader sense that mean very personal things. Yeah. I don't know if that made any sense. You know what I mean, Kern?
No, yeah, I get what you mean. And I think it goes to your earlier point about Hollywood making so much money because they could do stuff like cars flying off of overpasses and stuff like that, where these are much similar to plays where you can only have the characters dialoguing in certain sets and stuff like that. And I think it becomes from money, not having all the
like
high-flying stuff.
Sort of constraint sort of thing. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you're not getting the best budget, what are you going to do? Make the best of what you have with dialogue. So
That's true. And it's funny that we bring up budget because Tarkovsky is probably like the Eastern European in history who had the most money. And but he was still so fucking good at making movies that were massive feel really, really personal. Like Andrei Rublev is a perfect example of that. Yeah. And so, I mean, even Stalker, but like Andrei Rublev is really like, holy fuck. Like it's an epic movie. It's probably the biggest movie that the Soviet Union ever produced. It's like this massive fucking film, but it still is like a very simple character-driven story, which is really, really cool. And I think it's been copied since.
Yeah. I don't want to be a bum, but something that's popped in my head, Princess Bride. Because it literally is kind of a book.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. I don't want to be a bum.
Sure.
But
yes,
in like Western film, The Princess Bride is probably like the most like book-driven movie. That's coming to mind currently.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think I could. I'm sure if I had enough time, I'm sure I could think of something.
It's just like it's like a grandeur like scope, like you're saying, where much different set pieces. The characters are only used in those specific set pieces, and now there's only like 3 characters that you're.
And that was probably a budget constraint thing too. Going off of your point,
rest
I'm sure
rest
Princess Bride probably was not very. I mean, I don't think they had like the huge budget ever.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Monty Python. This shit is like goofy as fuck.
Monty Python's so
budget.
fucking awesome, bro.
But yeah, anyway. Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a break. We will be. We'll come right back. Oh wait. Oh fuck. My bad. Sorry.
Ooh, we forgot his own slide, brother.
I forgot that I was just gonna recommend some books because I didn't feel it was right to talk about books this whole time and then not. Nice. So these are 3 books that genuinely I can personally say changed my perspective in some way or the other. I'll start with Cormac McCarthy. This was the most recent one I read. Read this last year. All the Pretty Horses. I'm not gonna say anything about these, but it's great. My Antonia I read in an English class in college, and I wanted to hate it so much, and I loved it very, very much. It's a great book. A Farewell to Arms was my foray into sort of classic American literature, and it's still my favorite Hemingway book. It's unbelievable. What is there to say about this book? It's unbelievable. So I would highly recommend these to anyone who's interested in getting into books. I think all 3 of these books, My Antonia is a little bit hard to read. It's a little slow. But all 3 of these books are fairly easy to read, to get into. So those are my recs. Any recs from you guys or anything that you wanted to shout out real quick before we take a break?
Not to be honest with you, I do believe perspective shifting is one of the best things that books can do, but I kind of sit on the other side where it's like, wow, this character is foreign to me, but we have so much in common. And I think that's what really like reaches out to me when I read. I maybe that's like a narcissistic thing, but
No, I don't think it's narcissistic. No, I think that's it's like the empathy thing that I was talking about earlier. It's like it makes you feel things for a character that maybe you would have never ever felt for watching a movie or playing a game.
yeah.
Final thoughts, Evan? Anything?
I'm trying to think of books right now.
Yeah. Kramer, you read. I mean, like, shout out some. You're a pension guy.
Shout out some pension books.
Well, you don't have to, but shout out whatever you want.
Shout out Gravity's Rainbow.
Yeah, for real.
You can read it and then shoot yourself in the head.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I mean, I like The Trial by Kafka. I think it's pretty good. Demons by Dostoevsky is pretty good. Heart of Darkness. I was an English major, so I read the English canon.
Yeah.
For better or for worse. I try to stray away from that now. Get off the algorithm. Get on my own algorithm.
Create your own algorithm.
Get off the ancient algorithm.
Dude.
Yeah, the English canon.
That's why I go to garage sales. I like to read books that are kind of like off the beaten path, so I can't be propagandized in one way. Every book's trying to propagandize you in every way. So
Yeah.
It's all about balance,
So
right?
if you spread it out, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Dang.
we'll take a break. We'll be right back, and then we'll hit you with the over-under.
Let's go.
All right, we are back from our break. We are feeling excellent, and I think we're ready for over-under. We're feeling what? What would you say? Emotionally, physically,
I'm feeling
mentally?
vulnerable. I think
Ooh,
the talk of books has just loosened me up.
God,
Loose
Like, I think I need to wipe my pants after this a little bit.
shit. Where? Which side?
Both sides.
Both
Oh,
sides.
fucking hell.
I'm
Both
leaking
ass
all
cheeks.
over.
That's disgusting.
I'm leaking all over.
All right, Evan, you're first up, buddy.
In the over-under.
We got
So-
boats.
Boats. As a Michigan man, underrated. Pain in the ass to fucking maintain and own. But the idea that you can just fucking go across the water to any location, obviously connected to the water, I think it's cool as hell.
Yeah.
I like boats. They look good. Naming them like Enola Gay, some shit like that. I don't know.
That is a cool boat too. This is like
that's a fisherman's boat.
I was gonna say that's like a boat. That's like a boat you sleep in and shit.
Yeah.
But,
They got
like, you
they got
can't-
the gangplank.
Yes.
So if you got some rowdy passengers, just throw them overboard. What does it say? This is I don't know. I can't read that, but that's a nice boat, fishing boat.
That's the
The
USS
thing is,
Indianapolis.
I've kind of been getting on the fishing grind lately.
Oh, really?
I used to be a certified fucking fishing hater, football hater. Like I used to be a hater. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you're getting old.
I'm getting old. That's the problem. I don't have time for hating. I don't have the headspace for hating. So
Fishing's
fishing,
very popular right now, though, dude. You're low key a bandwagon chaser, bro.
not hating anymore.
Yeah, dude. People love fishing now.
Jesus is coming
People
back.
have always loved fishing.
Yeah, but I mean, like young people.
No,
are
the
into
thing is,
fishing
you're
now.
getting
They're,
old.
like, actually
You're
legitimately
getting old, and your algorithm's getting switched over. Where you're opening up to fishing now.
Not me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with fishing,
So-
but like I'm not.
fishing's cool.
Young
I
people
like
are into
fishing.
fishing though right now. That's a fact.
I don't know.
It's like a trend. Like no bullshit. I'm not joking.
I thought they were into being like internet podcasters.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Oh, shit, my
That's
bad.
what fucking old people are doing.
My
now.
bad.
The old people are into podcasts.
So wait, when you say young, you're saying like sub like
I'm talking
22?
like I'm talking like Crystal's brothers. They're
Oh,
like Crystal's brothers like obsessed with fishing, and like
Yeah.
he's a fucking skater.
that's because
like that's like the skaters are into fishing now, dude.
Well, you got it. Food's getting expensive. You got to start figuring out how to bring home some food.
Yeah.
So
I think honestly a big part of it is that it's cheap.
I wish I could
very-
fish. I'm a fisher of men.
true.
He's a fisherman.
He's a
yeah.
disciple.
Yeah.
He does it. You're like a magnet of men, dude.
Yeah,
Pulling
yeah.
them bitches in.
Magnet fishing, cool as hell
Yeah,
too.
you gotta set the hook.
Yeah, set the hook.
Yeah, so
Carrot on a stick. Kramer,
yeah, underrated.
underrated, overrated.
Honestly, I didn't know which way to take this, but you said something about the waves rocking you, and you could sleep inside that boat. And sleeping in boats is like some of the best sleep I've ever had in my life. It's like a natural water bed. So
True.
and they're like cold because they're close to water.
That's true.
So
They're always cool.
And if you're in the middle of the lake, there's no bugs.
yeah.
Yeah, and if I didn't have anything to add. Sorry.
Staring at the
I wanted
stars.
to be cool.
So like I was gonna say underrated.
Let's go.
Yo, a dog just rolled up.
We got a lot of dogs.
Yeah,
That was random
we're in
as
a we're in a
Anyway,
situation over here.
We have
Um,
40 wild
the
dogs.
cat's scoping out for us.
Okay, boats. Well, boats. I don't know, man.
Don't say it.
I actually don't like have a. I'm struggling to find an opinion on boats.
Weren't you about to pull plug on a boat like a couple
I
weeks
fuck
ago?
with boats. I mean, I think boats are cool. Don't get me. Yeah, I like. You're right. Boats are fucking cool. Boats are really cool. But I get scared on boats sometimes, dude. I'm like, I'm afraid of water. Like no bullshit.
You're a
I'm
good
not
swimmer.
afraid. I'm not afraid of drowning at all. I was a dolphin in fucking elementary school. Dude.
Yeah.
I was elite at swimming. Still am. I could save fucking both of you bitches with one
No, you
arm
can't.
tied behind my back.
Nah, just
I could say maybe not your fat ass
no,
bitch.
fat floats, dumbass.
Huh?
You're gonna sink because you got too muscular.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No, I'm not, dude. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because the water's gonna think I'm really fucking jacked and it's gonna lift me up
You
Like a cinder
raise me
block,
up.
like a cinder block. It's like in fucking in D-Day when they would like fall in with all their shit and they'd fall.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's
Saving
me.
Private
Except there's
Ryan.
just like I have like 90-inch those like
Biceps?
oil biceps that those
Yeah.
Russian guys get. Yeah, and I'm like
Those fuckers float for sure though.
Yeah, that's probably too.
They probably look like a fucking child with like the floaties around their arms and their legs.
It actually really
They
does
probably
look
would
like
look
that.
like that.
You know
Yeah.
what we're talking about? Those like big ass fucking they inject
They put
oil into
was it
their arms.
synthol?
No.
Synthol or
Dude, that shit is crazy.
it's basically olive oil.
Yeah, they like shoot oil into their arms so they look like they have giant arms, but it literally just looks like a fucking like they put like a bowling ball in their arm. It looks
Yeah.
like shit.
The
Oh, yeah,
proportions
doesn't
don't make sense.
explode?
Yeah, they've exploded.
Yeah, they've popped
Yeah.
on like airplanes and shit.
Oh my God,
it's
that's
like only
fucked.
Russians, bro. Russians
Why
do
would
like
they ever do that shit?
they do the fucking lip shit. Sometimes it looks good.
Yeah, the Bogdanovs, they look really
The
good.
Bogdanovs are fucking sexy.
They look super good.
I only want one
Make
part
it
of my
sexy.
body to bust, dude.
What's that? I'm assuming you're talking
Talking
about like,
BBLs.
pimple, right?
Yeah, my head.
Of course, yeah. Your
Oh,
head,
okay.
yeah, of
Oh,
course,
yeah,
of course,
yeah,
of course. No, I'll say boat. You're right. Boats are underrated.
Well, they're underrated.
That's
As Michigan men, we have to say they're underrated.
damn, very nautical theme today. Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
We got hammocks here.
What the wait? That's a James Bond hammock where that bitch died in.
It actually looks like it. Yes.
In Casino Royale.
I don't know if it is the same one, but
it looks
it
like
appears
it. Yeah,
to be
yeah.
it.
It appears, yeah.
I'll start on this one. I will say underrated. I think hammocks are excellent, dude. I think that relaxing in a hammock is great. Although I will say that style of hammock, the straight through, I'm not the biggest fan of because shit falls through it. Sometimes you like if you've ever fallen asleep on one of these hammocks and you like accidentally flip over and like your leg falls through or like your hand when you were a kid or something, that shit sucks.
Yeah.
So I actually like the ones that are more like they've got like
Even.
some shit on them. Yeah,
The
yeah,
whole flat fabric.
yeah.
The whole thing.
But I love them.
I like the idea of hammocking. I have a hammock in the back of my car at all times. Have never used it. But I don't like sleeping in hammocks. So
Why is that?
I'm gonna say solidly rated. I just can't fall
You
asleep.
get to rock though. It's like the wave.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Rock
always
me,
rocking.
mama,
So.
like the wind and the rain.
Yeah. Evan.
Well, we were all college going men, right? So
Wow.
So that like it was like the
Seven.
20s.
a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
frat.
Yeah.
From Princeton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did go to
Yeah,
college in the 20s.
Yeah. And obviously in
right.
college, I mean, we loved hammocking. I mean, if you went to college, probably. I mean, I did.
I didn't hammock in college. I'm gonna
You're
keep
a
it a buck.
pussy. Shit, might be
Bro,
the
that
only
was
one
like the
here.
shit that the liberals were doing. Dude.
Yeah.
They
That's
were out
true.
fucking, and they smelled
But
bad.
the women were big hammocking in college. Maybe not at Kelvin.
we didn't have any women there.
Yeah.
It was an all male school.
It's true. I think fairly rated. I do agree with what you're saying on that type of hammock in particular, where where they're weaved over each other. They form a kind of like a knot, and it kind of cuts off your blood circulation.
Yeah.
Like when you got weight on that spot, which I fucking hate.
It's uncomfortable.
But I've taken some really, really solid naps in hammocks, especially the I think they're the banana style, where they wrap around you almost.
Banana
like
hammock?
Banana hammocks, I think. Those are comfy as
no,
hell.
a banana hammock is like what you fucking. It's like the speedo that's just your dong.
Oh yeah, I've taken naps in those things.
Jesus,
Yeah.
bro.
What are
Yeah,
those?
banana
What are those
hammock.
fucking those hammocks called?
They're not called banana
Oh,
hammocks.
to
bro.
dream.
I'm not the one
dude.
that said it, but you said banana hammock originally.
Yeah, because I didn't think you.
But
were
they
gonna
look
say,
like a banana.
Oh yeah, fucking banana.
Oh,
hammocks.
banana hammock.
Yeah, I love
Whatever
you.
that
Anyway.
type is called. I've taken some solid naps in
Pineapple
hammocks, so
hammock.
fairly rated.
So Evan's saying banana hammocks underrated.
Yeah, he's saying
That's
banana
very
hammocks,
underrated.
super
He wants
underrated,
everybody
extremely
to wear them
comfy.
all the time.
Yeah, I get a lot of Aslan.
We got lions.
All right, Cramer,
Yeah, you're up.
enlighten us.
It's you.
Lions. Well, we kind of just talked about how they were overrated last week.
Yeah, we did.
Like steal prey.
Did we? Oh, you
They-
did. That's right.
What did they kidnap? Is that what he got in trouble for?
Who, the lion?
Terry Arnold.
Oh yeah, kidnap. Yeah.
Yeah, they kidnap. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, they
Oh,
kidnap.
Kitty counts of
Um,
kidnapping.
Yeah, they sometimes make it to the playoffs, sometimes not.
Yeah, most of the time these days.
Yeah.
Well, I should say most of the time these
We
days.
missed the
they do
window for
make
another
it,
2
but
years.
So
We're fucked now. Sorry.
I believe you guys called the Bears overrated, so I'm gonna go overrated.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
They're
valid.
just
that
a
is valid.
terrible.
The Lions probably are overrated.
I think they're overrated right now for sure. I think Jared Goff's overrated too. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Evan.
Speaking of Lions, the animal, I'm gonna say fairly rated. I think they look so proud and like dominant. I don't know, like.
Yo, bro, is get fantasizing
Look, like
about the
fucking
dominance.
When you think of heraldry, like something you want to paint, and like
Yeah.
like a coat of arms,
Yeah.
lions.
The three lions, bro.
Lions,
England's fucking
Gryffindor,
seal. That
like-
shit looks hard.
Lions just look so majestic, and like the mane, like, but at the same time, they are kind of like suckers where they just like fucking smooch off of other dead animals and shit.
I do like them. Now that I'm staring at his face, I'm like, yeah, he's badass.
Cats,
also, cats are cool as fuck. I mean, just cats in general.
Cats
cool
are
as fuck.
one of the coolest species on Earth.
Exactly. So
All
I guess
cats.
lions. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Evan. I think the way, like, as far as people understand them, sometimes I think overrated. Like going off of what we talked about last week, where it's like they steal prey, they do all the shit. They're just like overpowered, so they just fucking. They're kind of like humans in that way, I guess. They just like fuck everyone over. But I think lions are so cool looking.
Yeah.
And people also think about all the fucking badass, big ass fucking lion tattoos that like the worst person you've ever met in your life has.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool. So that's
Yeah.
like the domestic abuser tattoo.
Yeah.
It's either that or like a wolf.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, they get like, they're like,
Yeah.
they're like, I'm the
alpha.
I'm the lone wolf. It's kind of hard for me to make friends. And it's like, they just got out of prison for fucking beating their wife and kids.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, like, okay.
They definitely got sodomized in prison
they're like,
too.
people really don't like, they don't get me. It's like, oh, fuck it.
Yeah.
Who's that guy, that
The
actor?
Joker?
You don't
No,
understand.
the actor who plays Punisher.
Oh,
That guy. He's definitely like a lion.
That guy's cool as
tattoo kinda
fuck.
Guy.
What's his
Yeah,
name?
he's actually a cool guy. But
John Bernthal.
I'm not trying to talk shit
John
about
Bernthal's
friend
dope
of the
as hell.
podcast.
John
by the way.
Bernthal actually sponsored this episode.
Friend of the
So
pod. But he seems like the kind of guy who would get. He's like that kind of like a
Yeah.
Punisher tattoo or Punisher logo on the back of your like Ford F-150 sort of guy.
yeah.
That's pretty sick.
I don't take naps. You seen that?
Also,
video? Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
for the birds.
Yeah.
He gets like fucking pissed when he says
Yeah,
it.
it's just
He's
crazy.
like, I don't take.
That's
He's like,
'cause
I don't fucking take.
you know what he
naps,
needs?
it's for the birds.
that guy needs a fucking nap.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really needs.
He needs a fucking nap and a bottle of Milky.
Yeah, sucking on his thumb.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, he
Bottle
really
of warm
He
Milky.
needs to get fetal for a little bit. Let's just say
Yeah.
that.
But yeah, that's just majestic as fuck. It's a golden hour.
Golden hour,
Golden shower.
Yeah, you love
but
that.
Like you love that.
You love that.
Just the sunlight hitting him, he's just glowing, dude. And she just looks so prideful. I don't know.
Evan, real
Amazed.
quick, audible. Calling an audible. R. Kelly, overrated, underrated.
Fuck. Whatever I say, I'm screwed.
Yeah,
Fairly rated.
that's an ass. That's the worst answer you could have given. Am I right, Cramer? Fairly rated.
I mean,
so you don't care about his sex crimes?
Rihanna. Oh wait.
That's Chris Brown.
Oh, you're right. Who was R. Kelly pissing on?
15-year-old women.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what?
Girls,
it was
15-year-old
underage.
girls.
All right,
Yeah, let's be clear.
underrated.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Evan is like, I'm gonna do a
No, I
lot
thought-
of research.
Who was R. Kelly? He was dating a famous person, I thought.
R. Kelly? Yeah, I'm sure he was.
Millie Bobby
Did he?
Brown.
That was not Millie, bro. There's no way.
Yeah.
Him and Drake had a thing, actually, is what they said.
Okay, well, overrated. I don't know. I don't know enough about R. Kelly. I'm not a connoisseur of R.
That's
Kelly.
also wrong because his music is incredible. Am I
Yeah,
right?
it is. Okay, he's fairly rated, bitch.
Yeah. You got.
I'm already bitch mode. I already changed my opinion.
R. Kelly, you seen that video of him with the cheeseburger?
Yeah, it's a
Thank
hamburger.
you for
one?
the cheeseburger. No, you seen that? He's like on his tour bus.
Oh,
You ever seen
no.
that? He like is in Milwaukee or some shit, and he's like, oh no, this is what happens. He's like getting to like Wisconsin, and he's like, I'm so fucking hungry. He's on Instagram Live, or I think it's Instagram Live. He's like, I'm so fucking hungry, and he's like, can somebody please bring me some food? And he's like, bring me a cheeseburger. He like starts singing this song. He's like, all I need is a 1 double cheeseburger. And then somebody I guess brought it to him at the show. One
Dude,
of
he
his
probably had
fans.
some Culvers.
I hope so,
from
man.
Wisconsin.
I hope for his sake.
Wait,
dude.
didn't he
Probably
do
the last meal
Isn't
before
R. Kelly
prison.
under the mattress?
Yes.
I'm trapped in the closet.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, trapped in the
Underrated. Underrated.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is an
that shit-
artistic masterpiece.
That shit is incredible.
I'm trapped in
yeah.
the
Dude,
closet.
speaking of narratives like a book.
Holy shit.
R.
Yeah, he
Kelly's
really-
stories
he-
of being in the closet.
unbelievable. The man was a midget. That's such a good fucking. Whoa, what's that?
Hunting, hunters.
Oh,
Hunting hunters or just hunting?
No, I mean,
Most dangerous
wow,
game?
yeah.
Yeah.
Who's turn? Me too?
I believe
You
so.
were
Did I
Kramer.
just say Misa? Fucking did you hear that?
Misa, Jar Jar
Just, like,
Binks.
slipped out.
Misa, I
I
don't
was like,
think
"Is it
so.
Misa? Yeah, fuck me.
Misa,
Alright, anyway,
dum dum, give me gum gum.
Hunters. Wait, sorry, it was hunters or hunting?
We'll do hunting.
Hunting.
Oh, that changes
Dude,
everything.
that is really tough.
That changes literally everything.
I would say hunting's underrated then, but I would say hunters are usually overrated because they're a little bit not all hunters by any means. There's a lot of hunting in Michigan, a lot of hunters that I know and love, but I do think there is like kind of a strange mentality around hunting most of the time where it's like we respect the animal, but then they just like fucking blow its head off from like 10 feet away, and it's like that's
Yeah.
kind of weird. I don't know. This is a very weird sort of dichotomy where they're like they act like they respect the land, but then they just like brutally fucking
yeah.
massacre.
Now
this
if it's
deer.
bow hunting,
Bow hunting is like turbo badass.
Yeah.
That's like the coolest fucking thing you can do.
yeah.
That is really, really cool. But anyway, I think hunting in general, though, is underrated because I think people they should know how to do it for survival reasons, but then they should also just understand the land around them. They should understand the resources around them. They should understand what it takes to do what people have done for all of humanity up until the last 50 years. So, underrated.
Yeah, I'd say outside of trophy hunting,
Yeah.
I think hunting's really cool. one thing that I've kind of gotten into is like eating some older foods that like involve using more of the animal, because I think sustainability from every part of the animal.
Some
I'm
liver
not talking
steaks.
the gonads, but yeah.
Yeah.
I tried head cheese recently. I tried scrapple. These
Head
are-
cheese?
Oh hell no.
Yeah.
Is that what head is that coming from?
Pig's head.
Which head of the pig?
It's Johnson.
Which yeah. yeah.
Is
that
Johnsonville
curly
brat?
Q, baby.
It's Johnsonville brat. It's Johnsonville brat cheese.
He's eating the head.
Scrapple's really good. You guys should try it.
What the fuck is scrap?
Yeah, what is it? Intestines?
It's the same thing, same
I
concept.
thought
as
that's this shit where you rolled the dice and you fucking.
Crapple. Wait,
Isn't it scrapple?
on the side of the
that's
hood.
Scrabble.
Yeah. Oh, crap. Oh, you think of
Oh, you eating
Scrapple has
roadkill?
never touched the hood ever. But
Scrapple's
What is
roadkill?
scrapple?
Scrapple is like the leftover scraps, and you put them in like a soup, and then you make.
Oh, you make a broth. Okay.
The
Yeah.
perpetual
No,
stew.
you make like a brick out of them. And then
Oh.
You cut it up, and it's like a loaf.
What the?
The shit they had in Snowpiercer, basically, but made with
Maybe.
animals
I've
rather
never
than
seen that
crickets.
movie.
Soylent Green.
Oh,
They had it in the snow in Dutch, Pennsylvania.
okay.
Damn, really?
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
And it's good.
So it's like
I think it's good.
Is it like a portable like trail snack kind of? Is how it's supposed to be, where it's like preserved to hella?
You do cook it. It ends up being very similar to like
Portable trail-
stuffing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Portable trail snack. Hey, John, did you bring the trail mix?
Yeah.
No, but I got this fucking loaf of meat in my pocket.
Yeah, you get it from your local apothecary.
We got some man kibble.
I'm going to slay a dragon. I need your strongest
Strongest
brick
trail
meat,
snack.
your strongest meat brick.
You can't handle my strongest trail
You
snack.
can't handle my strongest meat brick. Yeah,
My strongest trail snack will kill a beast, let alone a man.
Holy shit,
Yeah, I'm gonna scrapple out of a dragon, dude.
dude. Genius. If you think of a dragon was killed today, do you think it would get utilized in the proper way?
I would
Yes.
I would put that head right there next to the
I was
fucking
kinda thinking
Nazi
that.
Dude, you
flag.
see these fine
The
boots right
Nazi
here?
flag is, for the record.
Imagine dragon
no
leather
Nazi
boots,
flag.
dude.
Dude.
Imagine dragons.
Imagine dragging
Yeah.
these nuts
Radioactive.
across your boots.
Dude,
I
I'm
mean,
feeling. I would if I ate fucking the Scrabble of a dragon, I'd feel radioactive.
Yeah, I'm playing Scrabble with a dragon.
yeah. I think dragons would be hunted to extinction to make boots out of them. Like
You think,
crocodile
that's what,
boots.
you think that's what happened to them?
Yes, that's actually why dragons are gone. We made boots out of them.
Imagine imagine they were so fitted back in the day, and then the meteor hit and they got wiped. Like imagine
Oh,
they were like dripped in like
They're, like,
Givenchy gloves
gilded,
and shit.
Yeah, Givenchy choked
They
them
had
out as
Givenchy
Givenchy
gloves.
gloves.
Yeah, they had fucking Gucci pants. Those Gucci track pants that you
Damn.
like.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
Yeah, you
those-
Those are not Gucci. Those are Adidas.
Adidas. Yeah, yeah. But
Adidas.
they're very much like a Gucci
Yeah.
style. Yeah,
It's like the pimps at the gas station walking up with like dragon boots.
yeah. yeah. Check me. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. Never mind.
Dude,
We got
dragons.
the flag is flying wearing.
In the dragon jeans. In the Denver dragon jeans. Oh, that would be fucking fire. The dragons. Oh, fire. You know what I just... Speaking of which, sorry. I fucking was listening to... There's that Lil Wayne Drake song. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm
Is it
on
Hell...
one?
No, I think it's Hell Yeah, fucking right.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, but he says... Wayne has like the worst bar I've ever heard in that song. He's like, had a... Fuck, let me think. He's like, had dinner with the dragon. We had a fire conversation. It was like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
It's like a shit. I was like, that is the fucking worst bar.
He probably
ever.
sounded good,
And how
though,
does he
Wayne.
not get? Well, he did sound cool as shit. But
Yeah.
like, how did he not get like people?
How did he
didn't
get paid
call
for
him out
that?
for that shit.
Dude,
It's
you
like,
never talk to a dragon. Don't desecrate
Oh,
Lil
that's what he
Wayne.
said, right? Talk to it. Fuck it. Had a conversation with the dragon, or I don't know what the fuck he said. Anyway, everybody, you know
That's
what
cool.
I'm talking about.
Dragon D's.
Yeah, but then what is he saying? I can't even say the name of the song. What did he say? Ran to
Abortion?
the money like.
Was it on Carter
track and
3?
field.
What was
Oh
it on?
no, that's
Remember?
Oh, it was a Drake song?
That's the
6
first
foot,
time-
7 foot.
No, that's
6
not,
foot,
that's,
7
no, that's,
foot,
that's,
8
that's
foot
a. I
bunch.
can't even say the fucking. Can I say it?
What is that?
Abortion?
Yeah,
I just bleep it out. That's the name of a
Why
Lil
can't
Wayne
you say
song.
abortion?
I don't know, it
Abortion,
seems like a
abortion,
bad
abortion.
word. It seems like it would get
Abortion.
demonetized for our 6 viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, the
we got
first time-
roboticized.
Do you remember the
immediately.
first time you showed me that song, Abortion?
I remember we were in the kitchen.
We were in the kitchen in Forest, and I made you replay the whole fucking song because I was like, God damn. That was legitimately the best verse. Probably still to this day, the best verse I've ever heard.
Woke up
Ever.
this morning, dick rock hard, ash my blunt, and
In
my
my
Grammy,
Grammy
Award.
Award, dude. That's so fucking hard.
That's pretty cool.
You don't know anything, dude. You don't know
I know
about
that
Lil Wayne,
song.
dude. You don't know that song? Sing it right now.
I don't know the entire song.
Sing me one bar.
I can't
from-
sing most songs right off the
Sing me
rip.
one bar from that
I don't know. I
song.
just know of the song. I don't know the song. I know
Yeah,
of the
this
song.
motherfucker doesn't know.
Yeah.
I've heard it. You've played it for me before.
Wait, hold on. What does he? Wait. Fuck. What does he say? If there's
Real.
something real big. Yeah, I'm trying to say it without the N word.
Yeah. Or you
can-
I like literally cannot.
Just
I'm like
say
having a
it.
brain fart.
Just say it, Nike. Just say
no,
it.
no. No.
Should we get back to?
Oh yeah. So we're done with this.
I did not list my opinion.
All right, this one is pork.
Evan did not.
I did not
his
list my
opinion.
opinion.
He did not list his opinion.
Was it hunting or hunters? It's hunting.
Hunting.
Yeah.
Underrated.
Okay, cool.
Because everybody here in Michigan, we got a major deer problem.
true.
Everybody here probably knows someone or was someone who got their car fucking totaled by a deer, maybe even lost a loved one.
A deer stabbed my
Lost a
fucking
loved
cousin.
one to a dumbass deer, just fucking himself on the highway.
What?
Like that came out wrong. That came out wrong. Just being fucking
Dude, your
on the
family's
highway.
getting into some fucked up shit. I don't know what you
My
guys
dad took
are...
out 2 of them fucking on the highway.
What?
No,
I pulled my dad out of the car and fucked him on the highway.
Holy shit. My dad's dick got fucking blown off. The deer was fucking him.
deer are fucking psychotic.
Yeah.
So get the deer off the highway. If more people were hunting, bruh, we would have less deer fucking on the highway. And we have more cars. We get point A to
You gotta
point B.
reword this shit.
I'm just gonna drop the word
Tell me
fucking.
deer are fucking on the
No,
highway.
they're just fucking on the highway. I gotta.
It's a major problem in our metropolises.
We
I
have a
gotta
serious
just,
problem.
I'm gonna
dude.
just drop the word fucking. Deer
These-
are on the highway,
these
and
nympho
they need to get off the highway. They're totaling our cars. In Michigan, we need to just kill them. We need to hunt them. There's too many.
Terrible drivers.
Yeah, fucking terrible. You know what the problem with deers are is they come into your state and they don't learn the language.
Yeah, they
don't
don't know
pick
how
up
to
any of the
read. They're
customs.
not
They
reading the
don't pick up
books.
any
They
of the
don't learn the
customs.
street
They're
signs.
always
They take-
horny.
They're always fucking horny. They take jobs.
Deer
Yeah,
are
they-
horny.
They don't really acclimate very well. It's
Yeah.
a cultural thing
Yeah.
from the deer. Yeah.
But yeah, trophy hunting, gay as hell.
Yeah.
People who like trophy hunt, like kill some like
What do
fucking.
you what do you think about those guys who like shoot boar out of their fucking helicopters like Toby
Okay.
Keith style?
A lot of those people are doing it due to crop issues. Like they're actually fucking their crops over. Like they're destroying
You
their
think
crops.
Toby Keith was doing
In
it?
those cases, that's cool as hell. What? What about Toby Keith?
Toby Keith, dude.
What was he doing?
He was shooting
Hog
I think it was
hunting?
him, wasn't it?
He was trying to save America, dude.
Yeah, he was blasting boar outside of
I'll tell
a
you what.
helicopter.
If you're hog hunting in Oklahoma, you're cool. If you're hog hunting in Texas, gay.
What's the difference?
Because Texans are doing it, and Texans are gay.
What's the difference between what's the difference between wait, what do? They do it differently?
They're just Texans. Like, yeehaw! Right out! It's
Oklahoma's bro,
Yeah.
they're fucking cowboyed out there.
That is true. No, that was a joke. But yeah, I think hog hunting can be cool. But if like, I mean, yeah, hog hunting's always because of overpopulation. So cool.
It's not
Hog hunting's
always.
Cool. No, pretty much always.
Well, it's like they make a lot of money doing it now. Is this like a tourist thing?
Can you sell that?
Yeah,
hogs?
they just people fly down. We know people who did that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
gay. If you fly down to hog hunt, you're gay. If you are hog hunting because your crops are at risk, cool as fuck.
That's why we need more women in hunting. We need more women hog hunting.
Yeah, that's true.
I like when women hunt hogs,
yeah, I bet
especially
you
my
do.
hog.
They're
Fucking
the loneliest
you probably like it when
epidemic.
deer are fucking hunting hogs too. This horny ass. Jesus Christ, fucking themselves on the highway or whatever you said.
Speaking of hogs,
Frico.
pork.
Pork. That is yeah, good. Pork.
Wait, Dearborn residents, I'm sorry, you can't relate, but
Real
because
ones, no,
they're
real ones, no.
Muslim,
No, we got it. Yeah,
But-
yeah. No, you good.
you didn't get it. You don't
I
read
got
enough. You
that
don't have the
shit.
critical thinking
I'm a pork
skills.
fucking expert, dude. I got pork on the brain 24/7. I'm thinking about
I had
fucking
pork
juicy.
yesterday. When did you have pork?
yesterday. I ate it today.
I would have had today, but I skipped dinner.
No, I actually didn't have it today.
Oh,
I wake up
in the morning feeling like P Diddy.
fucking yeah. I wake up, ash my blunt and my pork.
All right, who's first? Is you Cramer? Is you Cramer? I think it is you.
Yeah, it's Cramer.
For dinner, I had pulled pork,
Goated.
bacon, and some baked beans.
Damn.
that sounds like
good
a,
as shit.
I'm coming to your place after this, bro.
Yeah.
You got any
threw it in a
leftovers?
bowl. Yeah, we do.
I'm going to Kramer's, bro.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I'm gonna say
pork.
I think beef is still the top dog, but it's neck and neck with pork. I think pork is like the tastiest,
Yeah, I agree.
but
True.
you can do more with beef. So
More with beef.
Do you think overrated? Is that what you said?
no, I'm gonna go. I'll go solidly rated because I think outside of the Muslim community, outside of that,
Respect
can't-
to our the Muslim fans.
yeah,
Friend of the
Assalamu
pod.
alaikum.
Is
We're big in Dearborn.
Muhammad was a big fan of the pod.
A big Allahu Akbar to all our Muslim
Akbar.
fans.
Yes.
Pork's. I'm sorry, you guys are missing out on it. Pork's good. but-
Assalamu. Who's that guy? Who's that
Assalamu
rapper?
alaikum.
Who's Islamic?
Islam.
Not Little Dirt.
Yasin Bey.
Not him either. Oh yeah, he's goated though. Not him though.
Mike Tyson.
No, it was that guy. He was like on that Kanye song. I don't know. Exhibit C. J Electronica.
J-
dude.
yeah.
Comes through your
Is he
monitor.
Muslim? Jay
Yeah, he's a
Electronica?
Muslim,
Oh,
bro.
I didn't know that.
Straight up. I don't know what the fuck he says, but it's badass. He's
Yeah.
fucking cool. That guy's really cool. Anyway, sorry.
My turn.
Me?
You want to go?
Me?
I'm
Yeah, I'll go.
going to say something you're not going to say, so you can go first.
Mega underrated. Pork is delicious in every facet. Of every way. It's like it's just like the Swiss Army knife of meat. I genuinely think that like pork is, it can be done in so many ways, just like a lot of meats. But like pork is the antithesis of chicken. Chicken is like everything tastes. When you taste chicken, it tastes like chicken every fucking time. Pork can taste like so many things, and beef can. But beef always has that like. It has like because it's near.
It's got the blood flavor.
Yeah,
basically the irony flavor of
You're
blood.
right. It kind of does.
No
it has
matter
like
what.
that sort of thing. But pork is like the fat content in pork is just so. Yeah, I gotta stop talking about pork, dude. I'm gonna get excited.
I'm getting all porky over here.
I'm getting porked up.
I'm getting porked up.
All right, Evan, what do you think?
It's all folks.
Mad underrated. Like I don't.
You said you weren't gonna say what I said.
Why though? You didn't say this. Is this why?
Fuck.
El Pastor tacos,
Oh fuck, I was gonna say that.
carnitas, all the fucking Mexican food that's got pork in it is S tier goated, peak culinary, masterfully executed deliciousness. All
Agreed.
of them. Pork is mad underrated, and I don't want to like get all fucking like haram laws here, but like pork is one of the cleaner animals too. Like porks are not a filthy animal. They're close to the earth, but they're like one of the only animals who actually shit in a different spot than they eat from. Pork are very clean. They clean themselves, so I don't know what's going on with that. But
I do think it's very interesting that both the Quran and the Bible
yes,
spoke poorly
again,
about
poor
pigs.
leaf pork, and maybe it's because wild
pork.
hogs in the Middle East and Levant were like a special breed and they were filthy. I don't know, and maybe it's just because they're larger animals and they're fat, so they sweat and roll around to cool off. I don't know, but it's like a well-kept animal farm well-kept pigs on an animal farm are extremely, extremely healthy and clean. Like they're very low in parasite count too. Like porks do not have a lot of parasites that even chickens and cows have. So porks are very clean animals. So I don't understand the whole thing.
Chickens actually dead ass are like a disgusting.
Yeah, like salmonella.
These days,
yeah, it's like terrible.
Really
like,
gross what
yeah.
they do to chickens.
So it's like I don't understand the whole thing. I'm happy to be Catholic because I could not live without pork. It is so fucking good. Underrated, mostly due to Mexican cuisine. Also in soups, they elevate soups like crazy again because of the salt,
Fat and
the fat content
salt,
in
yeah.
pork. So
Salted
mad underrated.
pork.
You must salt the pork.
You salted the pork. I stuck it up my ass. Okay. Well, usually we would have a conversation here, but we hate each other, so I don't really
This
think.
podcast is not going to last very long.
No, it's not. What do you guys? Oh shit! House of the Dragon. Is everyone caught up?
Yeah, third
Did you watch
episode.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. What did you guys think?
Really good.
Yeah, I think it's a very good season so far.
Me too. It's been my favorite
Yeah.
so far.
I don't know if you guys saw the scores or the reviews. It was like
Yeah.
they rated it like a 46% on the score I was seeing. And it started out like iffy, but it like very, very quickly became into a very, very Game of Thrones-esque, like things are about to go down. Like fucking the sea snake. When he basically repeated verbatim what his brother said in the season 1 and got like decapitated for to Rhaenyra. That shit was so fucking cool. That shit was so awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I got shivers down my spine.
I think people just rated it poor because they thought it was boring because people were retarded.
I literally think it was like, ooh, she's talking about her period. Ooh.
You think so?
Yeah, dude. I saw like multiple comments like, why are they talking about her period?
Are you serious?
Why are they talking about her period?
I thought it was genuinely like, not only was it my favorite episode of the season so far, I would say it was one of my favorite episodes of the show, and I would say it's one of my favorite episodes in the Game of Thrones universe because I think that it's something that Game of Thrones hasn't touched on yet, which is like the basic. They've barely touched on this, but like the basic day-to-day shit. And dude, I think you mentioned it. The score was so fucking. I kept saying it was like kitchen nightmares when they're like, that fucking noise. It's like it's like really funny, but it was like kind of comical. But also the score was incredible in this episode, where it was just like really stressful. The whole episode is very fucking annoying.
It was like Knives Out.
Yeah.
Like,
It actually was. Yeah.
Score.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, so anyway, I think House of the Dragon's moving in a really awesome direction. I'm really happy about it. I think they're doing a great job. So also, I finished The Bear, which I don't think you guys have like really watched.
Not at all.
I'm gonna watch my words here. Season 1 and 2 are incredible of the show. Season 3 and 4 were really slow, but I think the finale in season 5, like the final season, was so good that it like paid off. The show went in the exact direction that I was hoping it, and I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys if you ever choose to watch it. I would actually recommend you do because the episodes are only 30 minutes long, so you can fly through it.
Yeah.
Like you could watch the whole show in a month easily, very, very easily. And it is boring at times, but what I like about The Bear that I'll say is that it does something that I've never seen another TV show do, which it has the balls to be artistic, like to choose style over substance, but like find a way to have a narrative that actually completes itself. Because the problem with like movies and shows who lose substance in style, like their filming style is so unique and so cool that you lose the narrative entirely. They never end well because it's impossible to wrap something up like that. But they did a really good job of like kind of locking it back in. But I thought it was a pretty good show actually. So if you guys ever get the chance to watch it, I'd recommend it.
All right. Yeah.
That I was thinking about this with what you just said, and because I also saw the reviews for House of Dragon. I do think, and this is kind of hypocritical coming from us, but I do think people are a little bit hypercritical when it comes to shows, as far as they don't let them breathe when sometimes they need to. I'm not talking about between seasons. I'm talking about the actual events of the show, letting them build and stuff like that. I do think people are a lot more critical, and that's going to hurt television in the long run.
Yeah.
Because you think it's forcing them to have to do things like to rush narratives and...
Not only that, but I think it's like bombing them, and now they getting no funding because people shit on them and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's true.
It's hard when the thing is, it's like you're competing with past shows too, with the thing with like television. So it's like everyone these days, and I'm not trying to justify like assholes who are needlessly shitting on things, but it's like you are competing with the greats of the greats, like, and people have all seen the greats of the greats. So when new shows are coming out, they're comparing it to those, and it's not really exactly a fair comparison. Because I think it's very disingenuous to the modern art form, I guess, of making TV shows.
Yeah.
And I think within that, like, people are basing their, an assessment on these shows based off the whole entirety of the show instead of certain seasons, which, like,
True.
I think there's a boring season of Sopranos in the middle there. I think there's a boring season of Breaking Bad and stuff like that. Especially Game of Thrones. That's one that I think people really forget. There's a lot of time spent developing that show. So
you gotta wait till it's in its completeness before you can like fairly compare them to each other.
Yeah, I agree. I think in a way though too, to give credit, or not to give credit, but to kind of play devil's advocate there a little bit. I also think that TV shows painted them, and it's not the TV shows themselves; it's the studios, obviously. But like they painted themselves into a corner with the way that, especially like with the way that Game of Thrones progressed, because what they did is instead of focusing on very much so the early style of Game of Thrones, which is set pieces, very play-like, interpersonal relationships, very few massive fight scenes, right? The first couple of fight scenes that are massive, canonically in Game of Thrones, you miss entirely. Yeah, Tyrion gets knocked unconscious to that battle. The Bay one is probably the biggest one early on, like that. You know what I'm talking about. And again, Tyrion gets like fucking smoked immediately, so half the battle gets cut off. And it's like they leaned into these smaller interpersonal scenes because the dialogue and the writing was so good. And then the show, as it got further along, to impress people, the easiest way to impress people is what's easier, right? Writing an incredibly written, intensely emotional scene that required seasons of build-up to a character's arc, or to show them a fucking dragon burning 500 people alive. And it's like, obviously the easiest way to do that is to have these massive scenes. And so it was these studios leaning into that, and then the consumer leaning into it and loving it, like being like, oh my God, this is the best. So it gave the studios permission to just switch full focus over to that. Yeah. And I think that has again fucked over like kind of the context of that, where it's like people don't want to let seasons breathe. They don't want to let episodes breathe. They need immediate action. I mean, my issue is that like if the writing's not good, I just can't. It's hard for me to stick around.
Yeah. Back when season 5 of Game of Thrones came out, like I was a troglodyte and like hyper obsessed with the Battle of the Bastards episode. Like, this is the greatest thing ever. Like, this is so good. This is the most insane thing ever. And it's like, now in hindsight, it's like, that's not even the most memorable part I even give a shit about, in Game of Thrones.
I don't even ever think about it.
I don't. It's like all I care, like early Game of Thrones where they were establishing characters and characters are making decisions. That's what I care about. That was like where everything was really, really cool in hindsight now. So it's like,
I agree.
It's just so, it's like the rain. It's like a lightning strike. It's like, it's there and then it's gone within a fucking, a year. You don't care about the battle scene anymore,
Yeah.
Not memorable.
I do have to push back against you, though, a little bit. I think Breaking Bad doesn't have any boring seasons.
They have boring episodes.
I kind of thought about that.
They have boring episodes, for sure. But actually, no.
You hate The Fly? Or you've moved around now?
No, that episode's excellent. What do you mean?
Oh, okay. Well, used to.
What? That episode's great. I never hated that episode.
You told me it was boring. I'm pretty sure it was you.
No, dude. That episode is like
I'm gonna say it was
incredible.
Okay.
What? I love that episode.
7 years ago, he hated The Fly.
I did not, bro. That episode is incredible. It's like it's very funny. It's a funny. No, Breaking Bad did something that like I actually genuinely think like it is probably the best written show because it is like even more The Sopranos because Sopranos would have times where like the pacing was a little bit off. I genuinely don't think that Breaking Bad ever once fucked up pacing.
Well, is it end of season 4 after they've killed Gus? Spoilers.
Oh, there is a little bit of a weird
where
kind of
they're
lull.
doing the setting up shop with like the new.
you're right.
There was like 4 or 5 episodes were kind of boring there.
That's true. That is a little bit of a lull.
But overall, the seasons as a whole, yeah, they're all very, very good.
So
Yeah, I actually agree. I was reaching for examples, of which there are more than what I listed. But
Sopranos definitely, The Wire definitely. HBO really used to lean into stuff like that. Lost has bad, boring seasons.
Yeah.
What's
Maybe not
boring in Lost?
Maybe not
I mean, I
boring.
watched
They
it
have-
recently.
they
It was
have
boring in
bad
Lost.
seasons, dude.
Okay. Lost has had drawn out seasons for sure, but I don't know about like I watched Lost recently. I can't think of like a bad season in Lost.
The last season is not very good.
I liked the last season.
It's okay.
It's
They've
bad.
complete-
It's bad compared to the first 3 seasons,
Yeah.
but
I mean, it's just like Game
It's
of
not
Thrones
bad.
is bad compared to its first fucking 5 seasons. I mean, I think
True.
Lost season 6 is pretty not good.
now we're doing what the people that we were just clowning on do. We're
I'm not clowning on
nitpicking.
them. No, I like it when people do. I think people should be critical of shows. It's because that's what I'm saying is like people should have been more critical of Game of Thrones leaning into these massive set pieces, which, like, I was definitely in a way pushing back on some of that. I mean, I hate to see shows and movies rely on big set pieces. It's cool every once in a while when it's deserved, but
Yeah.
I mean, I think people should be nitpicky about that shit. But an episode like this of House of Dragon, which is incredibly written, the best written episode of the show so far. And people are shitting on it because it's boring, because it's quote unquote boring. I didn't think there was.
I think the first
of
half of season. I don't mean to interrupt, but the first half of season 1 I think had better written episodes.
Oh, sure.
But-
I meant of the season.
Oh, the season. Yes,
the season.
yes, sorry.
No, the first season of House of Dragon is. I mean, it's like really, really good. Very
Yeah.
before the time jump, it was like incredible.
Yeah.
That was probably the peak of the show. But anyway, I don't know. I think
It's going good places.
in a way though, I actually to hark back on this, I do think people should be.
It should be more
I
critical.
would actually prefer people shitting on things than not. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if I had to choose one or the other, I would choose to have people shitting on things unnecessarily sometimes than to have no shitting on it at all.
I, don't
That's
know.
just my
I
opinion.
just think more shows get stopped in their infancy than
Before they can develop.
succeed over time. Like,
But
you know what I'm
there's
saying?
so many
And you
shows that
think
like
that
one
has-
season
but
they're
you
done.
think that has to do with like people writing reviews online? I don't think so.
I think so.
I think so.
I think people who write reviews have more influence than you're giving
But
credit.
there's plenty of really bad shows that are poorly reviewed that have stayed on TV because they get good views.
Like what?
I can't think of any.
I don't know.
Outside of
fucking-
like Big Bang Theory.
Well,
Hold up,
I'm
Big
trying
Bang
to
Theory's
think
goated.
like
Big
No,
Bang
I'm just
Theory
kidding.
is all right.
Young Sheldon is actually kind of cool.
Young
Yeah.
But
Sheldon.
I haven't watched either of them. I just see clips on
Young
YouTube.
Sheldon.
Young Chinese Sheldon.
Yeah, I guess I'd have to. Think about it.
Young Chinese
I
Sheldon.
think I don't. The problem is actually to kind of go off of this. I actually don't think shows get shit on at all anymore.
But this episode was just clowned on.
Episodes do.
That's why the whole conversation
Go
started.
on House
because
of the Dragon on IMDb.
House of the Dragon
right
episode
now.
3 just got
Go on,
clowned
Go
on.
on House of the Dragon on IMDb right now and see what the rating is.
It's lower
Okay.
than all 3 of the other.
Yeah, okay.
all of the other 2 of the season.
No, I know. Go, but the show,
This
We're talking about the
show,
the entire
Episode.
show. I'm not talking about episodes.
I believe it has. It's around
No,
7.
I mean, do you seriously think that in it we live in a world where
we live in a society.
if there was what
You
is there
guys joke it out.
five more episodes of the season? If all of them had a below 20% user rating, they still would make the show.
Well, they already paid for it, so
Yeah,
yeah.
they already
But
paid for
it doesn't matter. They still would like they would make the show. Not only that, they would greenlight 4 more
Alright.
Game of Thrones shows. What is it sitting at in IMDb? The full show.
The full show, 8.3 out of 10.
Okay, now check the episode. I want to see what the difference is.
Season.
The first 2 were 9s. The most recent one was low 8.
Yeah, I'm going to season 3 here real quick. Okay. Episode 1, 9.2. Episode 2, 9.4. I believe that. I think episode 1 should be lower. Episode 3 is 8.3.
Okay,
So it's still above
extremely
the
high.
average of the show. But that's
Yep.
because season 2 was kind of ass.
But what I'm getting at here though is I actually
Like season
think,
2 was average.
I
Dude, they had
think-
like 6.3 episodes.
I think it's very easy for us to see the bad reviews, but I think the vast majority of television shows are so designed to pander to audiences that it's almost impossible for people to rate them poorly. It very, very rarely happens unless the show is
I do see what you're
genuinely
saying.
despicable.
I see
there
what
are
you're
people who
saying.
are overrating the shit out of things just for the sake of it.
I can name literally 10 shows right now that are completely overrated, and I couldn't name a single show that I've heard of getting canceled that didn't deserve to get canceled.
What
Like,
was
in the last 5
What
years?
was the Night of the Seven Kingdoms? Was like getting like 10 O's, and there's the whole beef with the Redditors of how the fuck am I? Walter White, Breaking Bad.
Oh, sure.
Did you hear about that?
No.
So they were like review bombing each other because for whatever reason, Night of the Seven Kingdoms had like a 10-star review or something like that.
But review bombing does nothing. This is what
So
I'm saying.
no,
I'm
saying they were review bombing because people are like,
it's like
no, I'm
cancellation.
agreeing with what you're saying. It's like people are
You
way
don't
too
agree
passionate
with
about
me?
it.
No.
Bro, I think review bombing does
I
nothing.
don't think it matters because, like I said, to what me and Evan were saying, there is no show that's like long running that
Got bombed.
it got bombed.
Name one.
Yeah.
I just said there's no show.
But I'm saying, like, is there a show you can think of that got canceled
Well, because
over fan review?
Yeah, the one Taboo with what's his face.
I don't know what that is.
they only exist for 2 seasons. You're asking us to
Taboo
name
was only
shows
one
that barely
season.
But
exist.
I'm saying, like, if this is something that you guys feel strongly about,
Who's the
you
guy
should
that
know a
plays
show.
Bane? Who plays
You should
Gay
have
Bane?
one. You should have one.
Who's Bane?
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's show Taboo was like very, very good. It got, it was like very good, but and the president got bombed on and they canceled it.
It got bombed on. Why?
I don't know.
How was it?
It was
how
because
it very
it,
good?
because it
How
came
was
out I think
it-
at the same time as
how
like
was
Game
it-
of Thrones and shit. So it was like this can't compete, and so people are clowning on it.
And probably in viewership, but it had
Let me
nothing to
look
do with user rating.
But like Taboo was like a very good show.
Yeah, it was probably very highly rated.
And what you're saying doesn't factor in what we were saying that started this conversation. That
This guy's a fucking. He's on the.
these
He's on
shows
the
are getting nerfed in their infancy before they can really grow.
Yeah.
No, I get that, but I just can't think of like it's the same concept.
Firefly.
Okay, but that is 20 years old.
Yeah.
That was in 2004. Like that's ancient. I'm talking about now. I don't think now in the last 5 years. It's just like saying it's the same concept as being like people are getting canceled these days. And it's like no, they're not.
Also-
it just doesn't happen.
Like,
I don't think shows are getting so poorly review bombed that they're not. Dude, the show that I can think of that got the most review bombed was like the second most maybe the most watched show of the year it came out, and that's The Last of Us. Got the most review bombed of any show I've heard of in the last decade.
Yeah, it got canceled.
Well, you
Yeah,
have
but
to,
it didn't.
You have to think
Yeah, it
that
did. Season
review,
2 was the last one.
No, it wasn't.
review bombing leads to
Or
a
season
drop
3,
in-
whatever the most recent one was. Sorry.
Season 2, season 3 is greenlit. They're filming it.
Review bombing leads to a drop in viewership, which is more important because you're influencing other people.
Does it though?
Yes.
'Cause Last
I'm
of
a
Us did
very
not.
influenced person. I listen to people
The
and I
Last
change
of
my
Us did
mind.
not. It did not have a decrease in viewership.
But also,
And
I
it's
think,
been greenlit for a third
also
season.
though, I
and it
think
was-
a lot
it's
of that has.
severely review bombed.
I think there's
severely.
I think there's an element of internal politics at play with like people who know each other that is kind of negating some of the effect of being review bombed and getting canceled and stuff like that. So I think a lot of showrunners can get by with getting review bombed because they are friends with the people who are funding them.
Yeah.
Sure, but that's how the
In the
industry
case
works.
of probably
That's how the entire industry works, though.
the entire industry works.
I mean, that is literally how it works. You either know people in the industry to fund you or you don't. That's how you getting a producer. They're usually producers that you know
I don't know,
because
bro.
they produce your film for you. That's how it works. That's usually how that shit works. So it doesn't. The films are probably going to get made. TV shows, though, I mean, you obviously have networks that are controlling things. But all I'm saying is, I actually genuinely, like, legitimately, you guys can name, okay, 1, maybe 2 shows that have been, like, review bombed.
Give me another 5 minutes,
and
another
canceled.
6.
I can tell you probably, I could get close to 8 right now, probably off the top of my head, that are completely overrated, that are terrible shows.
So because you can name more
That
than
have
we
gone
can in
more
the
than
present,
like 3 seasons.
Yep.
What show?
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian's fine.
it's
The
loved
first
by
season
Star
was
Wars
great.
fans.
Nah. I don't think that show was ever good.
It's made money.
The first season was. Oh yeah. Okay. So we're depending. All of this is based off of Joe's
Yeah,
opinion.
that's true.
Of what,
Yeah, also it got greenlit because the first season was good.
yeah.
yeah, the first season was all right. I'll say it. The first season was all right. I
All right,
still
next
think it's
one.
not very good. I'd have to look about the Marvel shows.
I can name 8 right now.
Let me think. Okay, give me a second. Let me lock in.
Well, certainly you can name one.
I mean,
said
I don't think Fallout's a very good show. I think
The first
Fallout-
season was good, so it got greenlit.
hold on,
Second season was not great.
Let me rephrase this. Let me rephrase it.
Wait, I haven't
They're
seen
not-
season 2.
They're
so.
not bad shows. I should rephrase
Yeah.
that. They're completely overrated. Mandalorian, Fallout, all these shows. Check Fallout's IMDb for me, please. Real quick.
1 sec.
I just want to know what it is.
The-
It's gonna physically hurt me to hear this.
I will say, viewership is more important than reviews.
Yeah, but I think an average. Do you guys understand what I'm saying though?
No.
What is it? Oh,
Oh,
you don't understand
I
what
don't
I'm
have
saying?
it yet. No, I was making
No, I'm
sure
saying.
I got what you're
Okay,
saying.
so
All
what
right,
I'm trying
I got it.
Okay, yeah, say it.
The show as a whole, 8.3 out of 10 IMDb.
It's the same as fucking House of the Dragon.
Yeah, exactly. I would give that show. To be fair, I would
Season
give it
1
like
sorry,
a
go ahead.
6.9.
Yes.
Okay, season
I
1.
agree.
Okay, well, the thing
Yeah.
is, season 1 has an 8.3 average. Season 2 has an 8.1. I haven't seen season 2, so I can't clown or whatever. But also, I think something you're forgetting is you are listing shows with established fan bases.
Sure.
That changes
Yeah.
the whole game.
You're right.
Because Fallout fans will gobble that shit up. Star
Yes.
Wars fans will gobble that shit
Yes.
up.
Marvel fans will
Marvel
gobble
fans
that
will
shit
gobble
up.
that shit up.
You're right.
Even if it's ass.
Yeah, it's true.
So
So you're talking about like
I'm-
OG IPs. You're
shows
talking
that
about,
are
like, original
establishing new
Yeah.
lores, shows
Okay,
that are
okay.
establishing new universes. Those follow the rule more so than these shows.
IPs. Okay,
Yeah.
I can agree with you guys. Okay, so I wish there were. I guess I wish.
Deadwood.
I was gonna say I wish there were shows,
Yeah.
but that's still older than dog shit. But I wish that there were shows that we could like talk about because I'm sure you guys are right. I just can't think of them the last 5
Well,
years. But here's the deal, and this is the other thing I'll say. I don't think that matters. I still don't think it matters that much anymore because no studio is greenlighting any original TV shows right now. For the most, like 99% of shows are
Yeah, that's
unoriginal.
fair.
And so it's like,
Yeah.
that doesn't happen anymore. So in that way, it's like,
Yeah.
I would rather have people fucking shitting on The
And to get new
Mandalorian.
shit.
And they just released a Mandalorian Grogu fucking movie.
Yeah.
Probably the most dog shit movie ever. Fucking check the IMDb. I guarantee you it's a
gotta keep
fucking
this shit-
8. It's an 8.
Pull it up on here, brother. We gotta
It's
let,
an
we
8.5
gotta
or
let the
something.
audience see. No.
Not,
sure
not
it's
to
an
throw us
8.5.
to do a whole other
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
but
go
I
ahead.
do think original IP is slightly overrated because I've seen Furiosa, which was fantastic. I saw Alien Romulus, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
I think these people just actually suck at running shows. I don't think
Yeah.
it's so much that they're just like beating the shit out of IP, which I will say Mandalorian Grogu is.
Yeah,
Yeah, that-
sure.
but-
It's
All
got
the Star Wars shit is
7.0
like-
out of 10. Mandalorian and Grogu.
Okay. There is hope in the world.
It should be lower.
It's probably
It
like
should.
if that's a 7 on IMDb, that means that movie is dog shit.
People forgot how to rate things appropriately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will
Everything's
agree
like
with
an
that.
8 to a 10, and if it's bad, it's like a 7.
It's millennials.
6. People need to start giving people ones and zeros
It's
again.
millennials.
True. Oh, I can't rate something lower than a 5 because
Millennials?
that's mean.
The rating system now
That's retarded.
The rating system now is what bacon was in the 2010s for millennials. It's like they saw bacon and they were like,
Bacon on everything. Bacon. I want a bacon shirt. I want a bacon. Everything's a bacon. That's epic sauce. That's fucking epic sauce.
and that is what ratings are now because they see something and they're like,
Yeah.
That's a 10 out of 10 movie.
and it's fucking Mandalorian and it's some dipshit with a CGI dipshit in front of a CGI wall with some other fucking CGI
With some
dipshits
AI
making
written-
AI fucking music. Yeah, it's like, are you fucking kidding? That's a fucking 10 out of 10. That's fucking insane. Like that shit, it blows my fucking balls off. Shit pisses
True.
me off so much.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder.
Zack
Yeah.
Snyder.
It's
I
just-
respect Zack Snyder though because he makes dog shit movies, and at least his movies aren't fucking mid. They're ass. Like the Batman Superman movie was so fucking bad. Oh my god, and that movie was awesome. It was so shitty how bad that movie was. It was incredible.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, too, a lot of shit like this is the average audience just never engages with it. So
Yeah.
you are limiting it to people, the only type of person who want to engage with things because we have so much surplus.
you're right.
We have so much surplus, so many opportunities to watch different things that people don't watch shit that can kind of be bad. We're only watching shit we already know we want to watch.
Yeah, you're
And
right. The
I
audience
I
is-
haven't watched any Zack Snyder movies because I know I'm not going to like
The
them.
audience is- well,
I
Watchmen's
haven't
very
watched
good.
fucking Mandalorian and Fallout Season 2 because
You should watch.
I'm
You should
probably
watch
not gonna like it.
Watchmen.
I like Watchmen, the movie.
Yeah, that's Zack Snyder.
Yeah, okay, I like Watchmen.
that is
Watchmen's a
good.
good
That's a
movie.
great movie. That he
I haven't-
literally.
yeah.
This is the only reason Zack Snyder is still making movies
It's because of
Watchmen because it was so fucking
Watchmen's
good.
very, very good.
Anyway, sorry.
But yeah, so I think there's just so much surplus. People aren't engaging with shit that they already can see as bad. They're engaging with stuff they already know they're gonna like.
Yeah.
So maybe it is realistic at that point. A 7's considered bad because it was under expectations. But,
imagine,
you still liked
bro,
it.
imagine living a life.
Dragons.
No, yeah, imagine dragon. Imagine living a life like that where you just everything you consume is just like some bullshit. Like it's not actually none of it's real art. It's just like, oh yeah, this checked the box for me.
Yeah.
It's like
Some caveman
I'm gonna
shit.
pay $20 to go Rich Cinema, and they're gonna show me my favorite character from my favorite comic book show up for 45 seconds, and so he can fuck. And then
I need to get the Dune bucket.
yeah,
Give me the
nah, the Doom bucket was elite.
Give me
Bro.
the Doom-
There was some freaky shit going on with that Doom bucket.
Give me the X-wing bucket.
Yeah, let me put my nutsack.
And I don't want to. We have a friend who has some pretty kick-ass buckets that are Star Wars buckets. I mean,
Do we?
Yeah, he's got some badass like Star Wars buckets. Or sorry, hot. What's the fucking Tom Cruise? The fighter
Mission
pilot.
Impossible. Oh, Top Gun.
Top Gun.
Top Gun.
He's got some badass Top Gun popcorn buckets.
I see,
So
okay.
it's worth buying those. But it's like, anyways, there's people who are like, I got to get the collector's edition.
No, and then they go to, but then they're like 3 years later,
It's like made in China.
they're like, I'm going to Comic-Con. And I'm going to see this person who acted in this movie that I paid money to see, who
Yeah.
is getting paid, who doesn't want to be there.
I think I'm a fairy.
I think this guy likes me. And that's
Yeah.
what they go, I think this guy likes me.
I gotta talk to my favorite actor at the worst moment of his life.
When he's down in the
Holy
rocks.
fuck, that's so true.
Yeah.
And I'm going to fucking make him do the shit that makes him more depressed than anything. Like, literally fucking, I'm going to make him pose like the guy he used to make money doing, just to remind him how much of a piece of shit he is.
Dude, that's why I kind of love like the B-rated superheroes in
The
fuck
Boys?
me, my brain's The Boys. Where it's like they're just like retarded, like they're completely irrelevant, and you're just like looking at. You're basically getting a snapshot into their life, and it's just depressing as hell.
Yeah.
that shit's hilarious.
That's cool.
It's funny. It's a unique perspective.
People being depressed is like the coolest fucking thing ever. That's
Yeah.
like very funny.
Being depressed and an alcoholic.
I
yeah.
love laughing.
Coolest thing
Cobain,
ever.
yeah.
Kurt Cobain was
He's
so
my
fu-
personal hero.
He's really fucking cool, dude. Kurt Cobain
Yeah,
was so fucking. He was so cool that he was like almost 30 years old, and he was like doodling in a notebook and like recording himself going on fucking. He was so fucking dude. You know what's funny about that shit? I really did it. Like in high school, I was like, this is like the coolest guy I've ever seen in my life. And then
You were
now
Kurt
that I'm
Cobain out,
now
yeah.
once I hit Kurt Cobain's age, I was like, wait, this is really gay. And
Yeah.
I was like, this is like he was a grown ass man,
Yeah.
and he was like, I'm too famous. I didn't want to be this famous. This is like, dude, shut the fuck. And then it's like you spent your entire life designing your whole life to be famous. And it's like,
Yeah.
he's such a pussy, bro. No offense, call the Kurt Cobain friend of the pod, but he is a pussy, bro.
Yeah.
See, he's got to be more like Chris Cornell.
Chris Cornell was really cool.
Cool as fuck.
Very cool.
He just would like go. It didn't matter how many people were there. He just did it for the love of the game.
You know-
he'd go pick up his guitar. He'd go sing in the corner.
Yeah.
He didn't give a shit.
You know what's cooler than Chris Cornell though? The lead singer of
Pantera.
Godsmack cover band
True.
Voodoo,
Should we say his name?
Mark.
Mark Goat. Dude was really cool.
Very cool guy.
Favorite
vocalist
Yeah.
the last 10 years.
Cool dude.
Do you guys think Freddie Mercury's overrated as a vocalist?
No.
No.
No, you guys are gay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to
I
die
like
of
Judas
AIDS.
Priest too.
That's cool. That's really cool. You think you like Judas Priest?
Yeah.
That's
I
really cool.
I
That's
think
really cool.
I think the Judas Priest guy is way better than Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. Well, Freddie Mercury can do both the rasp and the
thing-
and clean. So what's up
Freddie
with Paul,
Mercury
but-
Yeah.
has the genetic build to sing the way he does. You can't imitate it. He's got probably going to sound like Freddie Mercury. You know, he's got his.
Yeah.
You know, you can't fake that.
He's really cool, sexy front teeth.
He's really cool, sexy. I want to suck on his teeth.
Obviously, he's
Yeah.
British, but is he Italian? You think?
I don't know. Fuck him.
He
honestly.
looks Italian.
It was his surname Mercury.
Yeah.
Surname
I would
Mer-
say he sounds like he's from space.
Spaced out on AIDS.
Michael Jackson, probably the best singer of all time.
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
I couldn't even get that out. No, you know who's the best singer of all time? Maxwell, dude.
Mark.
Mark. Yeah, Mark.
Mark.
Mark is fucking goated, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Mark was up there like.
Yeah,
Fuck,
dude.
that shit was cool as fuck. I like it. He was like he would do that shit. That was cool as fuck.
Yeah.
We need to meet like the singer of the Korn tribute
Yeah.
band.
I
You
don't
know the
wanna
thing
meet
is,
I do not want to meet that.
that's
fucking
scary
guy.
because it's like all like the metal singers that are like super like grunged out and like
Greasy.
you greasy like they've all been like they're struggling with like rape from their uncle. You know, it's like these people are depressed. It's like I don't want to like flare them up and like.
I got raped by my uncle. I was never in a fucking band.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like that kind of person's like,
Yeah, it's
I
not
love
right.
your music. Like I do it because I struggle with depression.
Oh sure.
And it's like, well, now I feel bad.
Do you think you have to be depressed to make good art?
It's, to a certain extent, yes.
Do you think that Slipknot, that Freddie, what's his fucking
Taylor.
name? Corey Taylor. Freddie Taylor. That
Freddie
Corey
Taylor.
Corey Mercury. Do you think he could have made the debut album if he was not molested?
Self-titled? No, that's a thing.
So you're saying that it was a good thing that he was molested?
Yes, I'm saying
You
it's a
heard it
good
here
thing.
first,
Corey,
folks.
Corey Taylor, I know we're big friends. Don't take this personally, but
Friend
yeah,
of the pod.
yeah.
Corey Taylor.
I'll play pool with you on Thursdays.
He had this like really shitty. You got something cooked up. I can see that. I can see that.
That's
Go ahead.
finish
Finish
what you were
fermented over
No, I
there.
saying,
was just
and then
saying,
I'll
Corey
go.
Taylor. I heard a song on the radio from Corey Taylor. Is from his. Wow, you locked in really fucking fast.
What are you
You're
talking
like,
about?
You're like this, and then you're like. As soon as I started talking, we'll rewind it back. As soon as I started talking, you fucking locked the fucking.
The perks hit,
faking
dude.
all his emotions,
The perks
bro.
hit.
He's a fucking yeah. He's got. Would you say he's got perk?
The perk hit.
No, the perk. Yeah, the perk hit.
The
Yeah,
perk
that's true.
hit.
And he's sorry, Cramer. Go ahead.
Okay, we might have to like cut this, but
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is a personal story from my life. I had a buddy who was looking for his estranged father. He had a stepfather, grew up with a stepfather, and he figured out that his dad was in a Primus cover band.
That's fucking dope.
And he
That's
was like,
the worst fucking thing that could ever happen to you.
he was like,
Holy
they're
shit.
struggling, obviously, because Primus is in a big band.
They're not doing well. There's no way the
That's-
fuck they're doing well.
I was like, are you going to go to one of his shows? And he was like, fuck, no.
Yeah, 'cause it's gonna be 6 people
Not
in the
even to
fucking
support
audience.
the guy.
You can't hide at the in
Holy
the audience.
shit.
I was like, is he the bassist? And he was like, no.
Oh God, was he
That's
this?
the guitarist.
Oh shit.
Shit. It's no Creeds, Mac.
He never met with him.
No.
That's heartbreaking.
That's crazy.
I would.
Damn.
I actually think I would kill myself. I would Cobain myself if I found out that fucking. If I didn't know my dad and then I met him and he was in a Primus cover band.
Yeah. Or he was
And
a
it was
cook.
like a bad.
Or he was a chef.
Why that?
I don't know, just something to say. That was interesting.
No, chefs are cool.
Yeah, but they do meth. And if my dad
That's
was a
cool.
chef, okay. If you do chef and you're broke,
So you think being a broke chef's not cool?
What if you're chef?
Being
meth?
broke is not cool.
Wow.
Dang.
So he's okay with molesting. Being a broke chef is not cool. It's okay to
No.
molest people.
What do you think creates broke chefs?
Yeah, dude, that's some
Not
real,
being good at
that's
your
some real
art.
dark
Yeah,
art.
Not being a good chef.
Honestly, you're probably right.
That shit's true. It's probably a debilitating drug addiction. Actually, it really
Yeah.
is.
Well, I think you become a chef because you're struggling with drugs.
The pendulum is what really like it's very like razor thin when it comes to chef. Being a good chef is like when you're addicted to drugs.
And also,
It's like the pendulum swings.
good chefs are not good chefs. Like the chefs that are famous, not good chefs.
What?
Fuck off. Like the good chefs are the people who just got off their fucking roofing job and fired up the El Pastor fucking spit and are making God's food.
This dude, bruh,
I've
stop.
never ate at like a 4-star Michelin restaurant though.
I haven't
Yeah.
either.
I don't think anyone.
But
has.
I think they're full of it. Like you can't.
I don't even think there's 4 stars. I think there's only 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never ate a 5-star.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like fuck food that's like so proper. I'll talk about this next week. Actually, a little teaser. Next week's gonna be about.
I am
food
not.
a little
I'm
bit.
not showing up to that podcast.
Well, you kind of have to
not,
because
but
it's
in my garage.
at your place. So
We're relocating.
should I think that was a good. Should we move on? Maybe I think.
We
No.
have another 20-minute segment.
We have another segment.
We're doing just. Yeah. You're right.
We can come back to it. So
Book genres. Well, we can go through these quick though.
yeah, this will be easy.
All right, everybody.
Hit that F11, buddy.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Command 11, whatever the full screen
It's on a
button is.
MacBook.
The full screen button, brother.
I don't know how to fucking do that. Or I'm just gonna zoom in again.
View full screen, brother.
Bro,
There's-
suck my ball sack and nutsack.
suck my dick and fucking like it.
What the fuck?
All
All right.
What song is that? Go to view, full screen.
Dude, this is fine.
No, it's not. They can see our fucking Google Drive.
Dude, relax. Who
They
gives
can
a
see
shit?
your name.
Nobody was even looking at that shit until
We're
you
gonna
pointed
get
it
bad reviews and get canceled.
I
dude.
know. You're gonna get kicked, fired from your
Review bar.
job.
Oh, wait. Let's start off. Okay, so
All
we were in kin with the take of the week. We're gonna be fucking tier ranking. Dude, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me today.
Oh.
Take it away from
We are going to be ranking book genres today, based on
children.
I guess.
That's a fucking genre?
You know, I made that thing.
It's
yeah,
not
it's
children's,
kids books.
it's
Like
just
kids books.
children.
It's children books. Yeah.
Children. This fucking idiot.
Well, dude, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of hard to make these, and it's like I'm not gonna make a children, a young adult, like a kid section. Like fuck.
We
all
don't
that.
pay him enough for this
So
shit.
we're gonna be ranking book genres based on what do you want to base it on? I mean, it's
Okay.
maybe an
I already
entertainment.
see we have to start with the bottom because these ones are dog shit ones.
Don't start.
Smut.
Don't start with the bottom.
Oh hell no! All right. Let's start with self help though, because I think
I
self-help.
had to clear my history after putting these. finding these
Thoughts about self help.
F tier.
Couldn't agree more.
Bro,
I think if you're
we
not
need
able to help
less-
yourself, then fucking Cobain yourself.
Yes,
Blow your brains out.
That's crazy,
If
but
you
yes.
don't have the intelligence to read any other of these genres, even fucking smut, and like refine some self-help, refine some Smurf help from them,
Yeah.
then you're just like retarded, dude.
Yeah.
No amount of self-help books will help you at that point.
That's true. Self help, group help.
Yeah, it's true. No, you make a good point. All right, I think let's
That's
move on. Romance. No, let's skip that one for now. Religious. Does that include the Bible?
Yes, like Quran, the
Okay,
Bible.
I would say Bible, Quran,
Well, we don't have to go into specific religion. I think religious books in general.
like books about religion.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't kind of excluding the holy books because I don't want to throw any
Including
disrespect
the
to the
holy
holy books.
Including
the holy
The books are so holy.
C.
We got to include them.
It has to be C then.
Including the holy books? What if we don't
It
include
has
them?
to be C because it just has to be like middle of the ground.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna put it as a fucking S.
Well,
If you're really religious books that you're not like attuned to, then you really don't give a shit about. It.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard.
yes.
I would
But
say C.
Also, I think there's religious books out there that are way better. Like you don't need self-help books when you have some of these religious books. Like there are religious books out there that are fundamentally at their core religious books, but they reveal so much more to you than just religion. It's about how you live your life in like
Sure.
a very healthy manner.
But
So
you
it
say the
stems
same
into
about a lot of
philosophical.
these a lot of these genres.
So like Saint Augustine's City of God, or like
Sure.
stuff like that, like books that aren't necessarily like biblical or Quran or like religious texts per se or anointed books, but books that are inspired by the religions can be very, very fruitful.
C.
I'm gonna say lowest I'll go is low A.
Oh hell no, Cramer.
Okay, we'll put it in B then. I was gonna go
B.
What's your qualm?
Because I think books are. I actually think religious books are the least perspective shifting of most books because they're so perspective defined.
I've had my perspective fundamentally changed by religion.
Of course you have, because you're reading the books that are akin to your religion.
No, I'm saying I believe something different beforehand, and it was of the religion.
So you've read of a different religion. You've read something that changed your perspective entirely.
I have to think about that for a minute.
You haven't. I can answer it for you. You have not. That's by definition. That's the problem. That's the
I disagree.
confining factor about
Buddhist.
religious books.
I've read some Buddhist stuff that's changed my perspective.
You read a Buddhist book.
In Hindu books.
You read multiple.
The Mahabharata, dude.
Yeah.
What did you read?
I don't know. Majaparappa.
Nah, you read some excerpts, bro. This motherfucker, you tripped.
I'm a big excerpt guy. Books are overrated, bro.
You did
Excerpts
not
are way
read the
better.
book. See, there you go. This is what I was trying to glean out of you earlier, but you didn't have the fucking balls to say.
I got
it.
the balls right here.
Yeah, this guy doesn't even fucking like books at all.
I like books. I think they're overrated.
Should have said it earlier. Anyway, I think religious, dude. I'm okay. I will give you guys B, but the next
Lowest
time
I'll
it's
go is
swing,
S
the next
tier.
time it's swing to me. It's swinging in my favor.
What in DC?
Because I think it should be in C, dude. No bullshit.
How, bro? I can't think of a
I think it's
bad religious
limiting.
book I've read.
I think
That
it's-
wasn't of value to me.
I think religious books are limiting. I think outside of the holy books, especially, you have a lot of F tier books. Like a lot of religious F tier books. So like, the holy shit is like S and A, and then the F shit brings it firmly
All right,
to
I see
me
what you're
to
saying.
C.
I see
You
what
understand
you're
what I'm saying?
saying. I see what you're saying.
I think
Yeah.
it has a capacity to be S.
I
but
see what
it
you're saying.
definitely has a
I see
capacity
what
to
you're
be
saying.
F.
Okay, we'll drop it to C. I see what
Let's
you're saying.
fucking go.
No, I'm just kidding. Fuck you. Bump
huge
it to
win.
S.
Huge win for
Nah,
atheists.
it's
Everybody.
B
No, I'm
tier.
just kidding.
It's B tier.
All right,
It's B
I'll put
tier.
it in B for now. All right.
I see what you're saying. There's a lot of shitty religious books.
Let's jump to children's books. I would say
Not gonna lie, that picture fucked me up. I did not like making that.
children
that
out.
photo. I felt really creepy making
I would say
it.
C.
I'd
I mean,
saved
it's
on my
very
computer.
it's middle of the road.
No. At least B tier.
Why?
I would say that too.
Well, I'm including children. I'm thinking of like the goated like kids
Like
books,
Susie Boosie.
like one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, like
yeah,
Dr.
some
Seuss
Dr.
shit,
Seuss shit.
and like Go Dog Go. Like I'm thinking of like the goats. Like
I've never heard of that one.
you're missing out, bro. You have a daughter. You have that book. I've seen it.
Go Dog Go.
Yeah, it's a great book.
Is that a Seuss book?
No, it's it's owned by the same publishing company as the Seuss books, I think. But
No idea what that is.
there's some banger kids.
My daughter
books
will
out there.
not be reading Go Dog Go.
It's a really good book.
I'll put it in B though. I got you. Over religious.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends on what perspective we're doing. Am I doing this from my personal perspective?
I think we have to, right?
Oh, then I could see C, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I enjoy reading books to my nieces and nephews, like kids' books, and I've enjoyed.
Yeah, but that's
I've
the
enjoyed them
only
myself.
book you read though. That's what I'm saying. That's why you're fucking
That's
shitting
not
skewed,
true,
dude.
dude. That's
Yeah.
not true.
This motherfucker reading the Dr. Seuss's like the
I-
plot is deep with this one.
Very interesting.
I
Yeah.
used to read way
Perspective
more than
shifting.
you.
I don't think you did.
I did. I was a Battle of the Books connoisseur.
So was I.
I read fucking Tolkien when I was 4, dude.
No, you did.
Didn't understand a damn thing.
You did not read that shit when you were 4,
I did in 4th grade, but not when I was 4.
brother. Which one? The Hobbit.
No, Two Towers. I started with Two Towers.
You said you only got halfway through the Fellowship of the Ring.
No, that was in my recent read.
Oh, okay. You skipped and went straight to the Two Towers,
Yeah, when I was a kid.
bro. That
When I was
explains
in
every
4th grade, I was a
fucking issue you
kid.
got.
I was like, the Two Towers got the best cover art. I'm reading that shit.
Okay, we'll move on. Children can stay in B. I'll give it B. I guess.
Whatever, bruh.
I'll give it B, I guess. All right. Comedy F.
F tier. Worse than self-help.
I don't even know that they had comedy
How the
books.
fuck
Didn't
do you
even
do
know
a
that was a
comedy
thing.
book?
Wait, yeah. I mean, is it a book that's funny? Because I've recently read.
How do you
book
have a
that's
funny
No,
book?
it has to be like a comedy genre.
Specifically, like some bullshit comedians.
Yeah,
book?
like Joe Rogan wrote like a stand-up book
no.
or something.
Oh,
I think a
That's
book
a-
that is
It's
like
gotta
made
be
to be
F.
funny and make you haha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you need like talk shows for.
Okay. Ooh, historical. So some nonfiction.
Dude, peep the picture.
Sacagawea?
Sacagawea?
No.
Is she on a Scantron?
Navajo code talkers.
Oh shit.
Badass. Very badass.
That is very bad.
Navajo code talkers.
I'm not
so
putting it
fucking
in D,
cool.
by the way. Sorry, I pulled it up here.
Historical? I honestly might go S tier. I'm leaning S.
I would say A or S. Yeah, I mean, well, I wouldn't say S. I think we got to reserve S, but I would say A.
I would say A as well
Okay.
because they, honestly, out of all the books, they do fundamentally change my perspective the most. It's just they're such a slog to read through.
Yeah.
They're definitely the best form of nonfiction. I don't think biographies are very. Oh wait, is that even on the list?
No, I did genres, not categories.
That's
we
fine.
can include it.
Okay.
Because, well, it's like fiction and nonfiction is way too broad.
No, I understand.
Biography's
No,
too
I was saying
broad.
like yeah, because biography is like F to me.
Yeah.
I hate biographies. Anyway, sorry. Or actually, sorry. I hate autobiographies. Let me rephrase that. My bad.
Yeah.
That's
All
just
right.
because you read the Tom Petty book or whatever.
The Neil Young,
Young
so,
book.
Neil
worst
Young
fucking
book,
book I've
yeah.
ever read in my life. All right, let's skip to fuck it. Let's throw in some smut.
You know, I've never read smut. Perhaps the women in the audience can enlighten us about the value of smut. Me personally, highest I can go is probably D tier.
I would say D. I think they serve a purpose.
I watched porno when I was like 10 years old, so I never had.
You
any
evolved past
any
smut.
Exactly.
reason to-
And that's kind of like they do say that like women prefer. I don't know if it's true, but they say that
imagine
women
it better.
prefer like the reading of porn.
Charlie.
So like in that way, I think we got to give some the women some credit.
That has to be crazy, like braille smut.
I know.
Then you feel it and eat it.
Yeah, damn, that might
Big
be the way
booty
to do
cheeks,
it.
just like some massive fucking braille, like
Big
print out booty,
cheeks
dude.
is crazy.
It's just like like a penis.
Yeah.
You're like,
Ooh.
these deer are fucking on the highway. You're like, what the hell? And then it's like, all right, let's go to.
Did you just fucking dox the shit out of me?
Oh, fuck. I did. Fuck me.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, we'll get it. All right, poetry,
Oh, S tier.
F tier.
You're a cunt.
You're a cunt.
How the
I'm
fuck?
certainly not putting poetry in S.
Does
Romeo,
the
a
Iliad,
Romeo.
like, in that stuff count as
No,
poetry?
I wouldn't count that as poetry.
Haikus are badass. Poetry is like,
Dude.
okay, no,
Lyrics?
Okay. Poetry on S. I give poetry A tier.
No, lyrics
realistically.
don't count.
I do yeah, because lyrics are actually
No,
a shitty
poetry
version
is
of
ass,
poetry.
bro.
Poetry is so cool.
I don't like poetry.
A tier, dude.
B tier is pretty good, I think.
You think so?
We'll put a beer. We'll put a beer. I need some beer.
I really don't like poetry at all.
I don't know
I'd like to
why.
stand on the record saying that.
Poetry
Most
is like cool.
poetry. There's obviously a couple poets I'm like, all right, sure. I'll listen to your shit, but like,
The rhythm of it is like, and it inspired music. Like music became
sure,
so
that's cool.
because
But
of poetry.
I'm thinking about like, okay, am I going to go and like, if I'm going to a library and picking up a book, poetry is legitimately the last thing I think I would ever pick up.
Okay,
I would put it right next to self.
poetry reading is gay, but poetry's cool.
What?
Like people who go to like poetry readings, I think that's kind of gay.
I thought you meant just reading poetry. I
No,
was
no,
like,
no,
dude,
no.
that's what we're talking
Like
about.
going to like a specific event that's poetry reading, I think it's kind of gay.
I will say
But-
poetry is like the most narcissistic writing
Yeah,
of all time.
that's why I can't stand poetry, dude.
I think Eastern poetry is very, very good.
Guess so.
It
Like
could
Japanese
be.
poetry.
Sure. Yeah, it could be. I don't fucking know. You know?
Yeah, I read the walls. I read
Walls?
the walls at
What
the
the fuck
Chinese
are you even
restaurant.
talking about? Bro, you're just like creating these things in your head. I'm
I'm
like,
smart
yeah.
at-
You're like, poetry. Eastern poetry is incredible. I've read a lot of Hindu books. Like, that is bullshit. I want the fucking
not
record
true.
stand. That is definitely bullshit.
Nah, bro.
Name one single fucking
You're just so
Hindu
full of
book
yourself.
that you've read, brother.
I have to fucking look it up. It's been a long time. It was like
You were
quite
reading
literally
Hindu
7
books in
years
the
ago.
5th grade
No, it was in college when I was in college.
for a class.
No, I actually I'm gonna all my professors out there. If you had me read a book for your class, I didn't read that shit. I apologize.
Yeah, that's fair.
Experts. Excerpts for
Experts.
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 Nah, anyway, I think poetry's mid. I will, whatever. We can put it in B.
My grandma made poetry, dude. That's why I'm defending
Everyone's
it.
grandma made fucking poetry. That's why it's mid.
My grandma's
My
dope
grandma
as
was not a
fuck.
published author.
My
She
grandma
got
was a published
electrocuted.
author. She was a model. She was English and Irish.
Wow, bro thinks his grandma's fucking hot or whatever. Strange weirdo.
That's like beyond edible.
All right.
That's crazy.
Romance.
uh,
It's gotta be higher than
C
smut.
tier.
I mean, come
C
on.
tier.
C tier,
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we need the women to DM us, not you, but DM me and Cramer,
Yeah.
and enlighten us about smut and romance.
Yeah.
Evan would love for all the women to DM him
Not really.
and talk to
I
him
will
about
not
smut
respond.
in graphic detail about smut.
Joe, you'll have to ask all the women you DM.
Yeah.
This fucking guy,
You know.
dude. He thinks he's slick as fuck. I know some bullshit
Slick
about
Rick.
you. I know some bullshit.
I do not use pomade.
I make a podcast.
Yeah. All right.
Told him
Mystery.
was this his idea.
Mystery.
S tier.
You think so?
S tier,
Yeah.
easily.
Whoa.
S
S
tier.
tier.
That's like the most goated book genre.
I'm saying A.
I can see it.
The Hounds of Baskerville.
Yeah, but I mean, like all.
Fucking.
Okay, what else though? Because all I'm thinking about is Agatha Christie and Sherlock Holmes, and I'm like, those are good books, but they're not. I would never put them in S tier. They're never like they're not life-changing
Wait,
books.
what did I put on here?
I don't know. You put some bullshit in here.
I
Why
guess
is
I'm
crime and
thinking of
detective in
crime
here with
detective.
fucking mystery?
Those are two separate genres.
How?
Crime detective.
Wait,
would
no,
be
no,
S
sorry,
tier,
sorry.
and
Mystery, no, mystery S tier, and mystery is
What
not.
the fuck is mystery then?
like
What's a
Edgar
mystery
Allen
book?
Poe shit.
That's horror.
No, it's not.
That has to be. Edgar Allan Poe is like the
Okay,
inventor
yeah,
of horror.
okay,
Because you have thriller.
That's what I'm saying. This is
yes,
fucked.
yes. Okay.
Mystery is a fucking we're removing mystery from the list.
No,
Put it-
no, no,
put
no,
it
no, no.
B.
Let me think.
No.
I had
We can't-
I
this is
had
some
it figured
bullshit.
out. I had it figured out when I made it. I'm trying to think.
Brother.
Yeah,
This
'cause
motherfucker don't
crime
even
and
know the
detective
genres.
would pretty much cover
So
that.
crime detective is
Let me move this
your
over to my lap.
your Sherlock Holmes shit. So mystery, yeah, no, mystery's way lower. I'm trying to remember what mystery was.
Mystery is like a It's like a non-genre. I don't know, man.
Mystery is a
Mystery-
genre. It's
If
a
you can
small
name me
genre.
like legitimately like one mystery book right now that's really good, then I'll get an idea of
I'm
what
gonna
it is.
consult the
But I
webs.
genuinely cannot
Yeah.
think of a good mystery book that's just like a mystery
Search
book.
best mystery books.
Yeah, I see your point.
Like I'm
Sorry,
gonna have to.
yeah.
I'm leaving it off the list for now.
That's
While you
fine.
look that up,
I accidentally typed in.
let's say
boobs.
philosophical.
D tier.
You think so?
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
there's something to be gained.
At least, dear, I would put it F.
I would put it C.
So I guess we're going.
I think it's better than smut. Like, if we're looking at this smut in philosophy books, it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Intellectually the same thing for two different reasons.
Yo, you're actually right about that. You're right. I'll concede. That's a very good point. It's basically the same thing. Okay. Crime detective.
S tier.
No.
Yeah, I put it
No way.
A tier.
Okay.
That is like the best genre to read.
No, it's
That's the most entertaining.
no.
And it's exciting. You don't know where it's going.
It's exciting, but
Look, I read a lot of
CMP.
books, and this guy does not read a lot of
CMP.
books.
That's can't
S
count.
tier.
Is that really? You think that counts?
It's
I
gotta
guess
be,
thriller.
right?
Oh wait, no, that's no. See, thriller. That's
Horror
what I
thriller is
consider
a
that
genre.
thriller almost.
But I mean, it is about a detective.
Yeah,
and
I guess you're right. I would say,
crime.
but to me, that's a drama, dude. That's like a drama.
Yeah.
I got drama
Crime
here.
detective is like the Hardy Boys, Sherlock. Like it's like it's a very specific.
All right, so sorry, I didn't mean to cut in.
no, you're fine.
Agatha Christie would be considered mystery. A lot of her books.
Because it'd be like Clue. Because that doesn't have a detective.
And Clue is goated.
Oh,
One
shit,
of the
there
best
was
movies
some
ever
peeking.
made. Okay, so but anyways,
Ignore it for
mystery.
now.
Well, do you want to do mystery real quick? Where'd you put mystery?
Probably from laughing.
Mystery. Let's put mystery in C tier
Yeah.
at least.
Dude,
I could see D, but
I guess so, man.
wait, let's
I
put it
just
below
thi-
smut.
That's what I'm saying. I think it has to be like D.
There's no way it's below philosophical.
Okay, I'll put it in C.
We're-
I guess. I just
philosophical's
think it's
in
a
a bad
bullshit
spot.
genre. I don't even think it's real.
It's
All right,
real.
then. Crime and detective is seriously.
I would
say
okay,
crime and detective is
where
B
do
or
you put
C,
it?
dude.
Bro, what do you think? Cramer should A at least.
Yeah, but if it depends on like what we're quantifying as crime and detective.
The goats. Sherlock
Because
Holmes. The
Tom,
goats.
I don't like the Tom Hardy.
Nancy Drew.
Those are like Sherlock
the
Holmes.
Great.
Sherlock Holmes is literally as good as the
Reading
literary
gets.
form of crime and detective, like author gets. And I would not say any of the Sherlock Holmes books are like
I think there's a revival for crime and
elite
detective right now.
books.
Knives Out is cool. It's a movie.
Sure, but what I'm saying is like I just don't think that it could. Like if we're looking at, dude, we're looking at like I would say I can tell you right off the dome, like there's 4 of these are elite, and it's
Yeah.
like these don't even come close.
I think we should
in
put
my
crime
opinion.
detective in A.
I think it's B or C, but
Yeah,
I'm willing to put it high B.
Yeah, that's fine.
Whatever.
You guys fine with that?
Sure,
Yeah.
Mr. Authoritarian. You're not benevolent. You're
I'm
not a
not.
benevolent authoritarian.
I'm not, bro.
You're a loser.
Okay, action adventure.
A tier.
I just can't think of like an action adventure book
Michael
I've ever
Crichton,
read.
like Jurassic Park, all the Michael Crichton books.
Well,
He's like my favorite author.
James Bond, obviously.
Yeah, the James
Sure.
Bond books, Ian Fleming, the Bourne books. I would say Game of Thrones is like obviously fantasy, but also like there's an action adventure
I
element to it.
think.
I'd have
To
to
me, like-
concede to you guys. I have never
Yeah.
read any of
I
this.
think A tier.
The problem with this is, and this is somebody who's legitimately
Alex Rider.
biased towards this. Yeah, biased towards the genre. Michael Crichton is my most read author by far. I've read literally a dozen of his books. They're incredible. I love action adventure. I think they're great to read, but I do think they have a lower ceiling than a lot of these other genres.
Yeah.
So to me, it would still have to be high B. And the reason I say that is because, like, in my opinion, Michael Crichton's like the best action adventure writer, but it kind of, in my opinion, falls off a cliff after that. I think like you have like your James Pattersons, your Tom Clancy's, your Clive Cusslers. Like these are guys who are writing these books that are like nickel books. Like they're you read them, you enjoy them, they're fun to read, but they're not dense, they're not deep at any level. You're not
Yeah.
going to really learn anything.
They're
It's
great
not
for
anything
teenagers.
crazy. They're great for teenagers and old men. And so
Yeah.
I think it has to be capped. I just don't think they come into the A frame, in my opinion. And I would consider myself low-key an expert of action adventure.
I guess this is Joe's list.
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys think?
Pussy.
I'll
Override
concede.
it.
I
I
think
literally
low A.
have not.
Override it. What do you think?
I think low A.
Okay.
It's definitely worse than historical, but
So you think I should move to low A, Cramer? You're the setting.
I mean,
I
action
haven't read
adventure is
an
like how
action
everybody
adventure
starts
book.
their reading journeys, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think.
I just think they have a ceiling.
we trying to break the glass ceiling or something?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
Trying to shatter it.
Yes.
Shatter it all over the place. All right.
Whatever.
Horror thriller.
S tier. No brainer.
Easy for me. That's definitely my
Keep the
S tier
photo.
genre.
Keep the photo.
Yep. I recognize it.
Yep.
Yeah. Very good. Very underrated, Lovecraftian-esque
Very
movie.
underrated movie.
Incredible movie. Sci-fi.
I guess I put it in S tier too.
I think it's below horror thriller if it's an S, but I think if it's an A, it's above historical.
I think it's A or S for sure. But I would put it above historical if I put it in A.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Yeah.
I think
I'm cool with that.
I think we should have 2 S tiers,
Low key, I actually agree.
and I
with you.
think sci-fi should be the highest A probably. You have to drag the other one behind sci-fi. Yeah, F
Okay.
word and word.
I don't know. These last 4, I'm not gonna lie to you. They all could low key be S for me. I'm trying to control myself. But like drama and
You're gonna
fantasy to
bust?
me are like yes. Here's the deal about fantasy. Fantasy has a lot of really bad books, but it has some of the best books ever written. So it's like
Would you consider
Very
C.S.
difficult.
Lewis and Tolkien religious books?
No.
No. Okay.
Well,
I would
mean,
consider C.S. Lewis
written-
is probably.
He's written.
Well, he has written, yeah.
Letter for Screwtapes is pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like mere Christianity and
Yeah.
like all these.
But,
he
yeah, I
has
was
books that are
referring
religious
to like The
overtly.
Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And
No.
And
I would not. Those are fantasy.
okay, fantasy S tier. It's at least on par with horror thriller. I personally like horror thriller more.
You could make that argument as far as like having like dog shit contenders in all fantasy, horror, and
Yep.
sci-fi. So
True.
I think
Dude,
if
that's
you're
a good point.
considering the top,
Yeah.
it's S tier.
I personally know 5 people who have written dog shit fantasy books.
That's true.
So
Yeah, like literally. Yeah. All right, drama. This is probably the most controversial one. I don't know.
I'd put this lower out of all those in A. Me personally, I'd probably put it in B. I can't think of good drama books.
Really? I
Really,
think Crime
really.
and Punishment is a drama book.
I think all the books I've read have been drama books,
Yeah,
so
for the most
I would
part for me
put
too.
S.
I would have to put it S. And honestly, I think I would
Name
put
one
it.
book besides
What?
Crime and Punishment.
The Trial.
Yeah, I mean,
Trial.
like it's almost one of those things where it's like name a book that isn't a drama. That's like a canon book. That's
I guess every book has
like
drama
all those
elements
books
to
I
it.
listed, My Antonia, All the Pretty Horses, all of those books I listed, Farewell to Arms,
True.
To Have and Have Not. These are all dramas.
What's that one book we read with the kid who gets like raped?
Every
when he's
Steinbeck
14
book. Yep,
in the
Kite
alley?
Runner, drama.
Kite Runner. Yeah.
Like every Steinbeck book is a drama. Like all of those. I mean, like Grapes of Wrath, East of Eden. Like all of these books are dramas. These are dramas. It's like any book that's ever been adapted into a movie before 1994, drama. It's like that's just what it is.
I'll
Probably.
take your word for it.
But I don't know. I mean, I would say drama.
I'm thinking of like exclusive drama
To me,
books.
it's a little bit above fantasy. Personally, that's a personal opinion. But because fantasy books, I'm not like the most keen to read. I prefer to
tough.
read horror and then drama, and then I would even personally, I'd prefer to read sci-fi over fantasy. But fantasy deserves to be an S, I think.
Yeah, its impact.
Thoughts?
Yeah, I think that's okay. Honestly, if it were up to me, I would say that drama probably has the best contenders, but
Yep. I
I'm
agree with you.
okay with conceding to. I like horror, thriller, fantasy,
I
and
fuck with
sci-fi.
Poe so much, dude.
Yeah.
Poe is so goated.
Lovecraft's probably my favorite author, Sam.
Do you know where that photo's from?
Which
Which
one?
one?
The drama one?
Oh, I just ripped that shit from the internet. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
I
it was
think it's from
from
a play or
like a
something.
Russian ballet.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like it's like some sort of. What do you
I
think?
have to pull the file up and get back to you, but
I'll have to send you guys this video. I've been watching Greek dramas from the 80s, dude. They're so
Greeks.
crazy.
oh,
Like
hell
the
yeah.
Oresteia, because I'm reading the Oresteia. It's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta listen to like the sound. They play like bongo drums, like ba-dum. Oh, lo, 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 lo,
Oh,
lo.
yeah, yeah.
Doo-dum, ba, 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 ba. The soundtrack
chanting?
is crazy, yeah.
That's cool.
Wait, who's that one? Peter
English.
Pringle. That's some Peter Pringle shit, you know?
Oh, yeah, Peter Pringle.
This sounds like some made up shit, dude.
It's
This sounds like
the
Tommy Tough.
It's the
Gilgamesh.
Epic of Gilgamesh.
Yeah,
It
the
is a
Epic of
Tommy Tough
Gilgamesh.
Knuckles.
Timmy Turbonic.
Yeah.
Tim Turbonic, bro. I fucking fumbled the bag on that one. I should have made him a beat. Should have made his ass a beat. Yeah, I'm okay with this list.
I kind of fuck with soap opera, I'm not going to lie.
Ooh, I don't.
I kind of fuck with Latin American soap opera.
Bro, what is going on with you in like fucking Mexican culture, bro?
It's not Mexican.
A lot of it is
Bolivian.
Mexican. Telenovelas are
He
very
wants
Mexican.
that poncho, dude.
I know
They
he
are.
really is like trying to
I'm
almost
just more
everything-
cultured than you,
almost
brother.
Everything you said is like, oh, dude, El
Just bec-
Pastor, the best chefs in the world are the people who come home from roofing. Borderline racist, by the way. Who come
I
home
was
from
a roofer.
roofing and cook
Me.
El Pastor tacos. Like, boy, that's a little bit.
He was
You're
talking
getting
about
there.
it.
Borderline
You were talking
racist.
about
I was a
yourself.
You're getting there.
roofer.
It doesn't matter.
Coming
bro.
home making fucking mac and cheese.
Yeah, you should have said that. You said El Pastor tacos, buddy. We all get the picture there.
I made fucking breakfast burritos with chorizo.
okay. What? Who gives a
Pork.
fuck? I don't care about your life story.
I'm excited for Friday, Margarita Friday,
Dude,
bro.
El
Can
Tacos.
a
This
boy
motherfucker, bro.
can a boy not be excited for Margarita?
Nah, you're a
Friday?
Watino, bro.
Can a boy not be excited for
You're a
Margarita
Wedger.
Friday?
You're a Wedger. A Wedger.
Oh, Wedger? What the fuck is that?
A Wedger?
What's a
You're like
Wedger?
you're a Watino, bro.
You're a Wendigo.
I can't. Wendigo. I am. a
You're
Wendigo.
like a white. You want to be a white Latino.
I'm
bro.
a wife beater.
You're a
Wendigo.
Watino.
I'm a wife beating Wendigo.
You're
I'm a white Tito.
bro's trying to change something because he knows he's a Watino, dude.
I just love fucking Hispanic food.
Yeah.
It's the best food on the planet.
It is, but yeah, I know, understand.
And tomorrow's Margarita Friday.
I do think you.
I'm hungry. I didn't eat dinner.
That's fine. It's fine.
Let
Okay,
a
okay.
let
All right,
a
all
bro
right.
who's hungry think.
I'll let a Watino live. I'll let a Watino live. As up from a Wigga to a Watino.
From an Eastern European to a Watina.
A Watino.
We're the same.
Motherfucker gave me the feminine.
Watina.
This
Latina.
fucking dickhead.
All I'm
Watina.
saying is Eastern
Watina.
Europeans and Latin Americans, they're like the most similar non-related people on the planet probably.
Sure.
So
I don't care.
I,
All right,
I connect to it. Whatever.
back to this.
I think it's a good list. If I
don't.
could, I'd put self-help even lower.
Yeah.
That's actually, comedy
think,
lower
man?
than self-help is kind of whack.
What do you think?
Yeah, put self-help lower than comedy.
I've just-
Unpinned. Unpinned. No, I think I would rather, if I had to, if I was gunpoint, I would rather read a self-help than a comedy book.
You're gonna fucking kill yourself regardless, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
You're dead
Oh, God.
regardless.
I'm making it halfway through the book and I'm blowing my brains out.
I
Yeah.
just can't imagine what a comedy book is.
That's what I'm saying.
For,
It has to be so fucking abysmal.
like
Yeah.
for like my first grade talent show. I read like jokes. Is that what like a comedy book is?
Yeah.
I don't know, like a joke book, maybe. Yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
like, moral of the story is you should have killed yourself probably.
Yeah.
From that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have immediately after it or before. All right. I think, so you guys are okay with this list?
Yeah.
See, you're not though. What would you change?
I'm just not an avid book reader, so I can't have strong opinions about a lot of these things. The only things I have
Correct.
strong opinions about are horror, thriller, fantasy.
Watino
for
sort
sure.
of things. Yeah.
And
El
Watino
Pastor,
food
El Pastor tacos.
El Pastor
Margarita
tacos.
Friday.
El Pastor
One of the best foods on the
tacos,
planet.
Yeah. Telenovelas for some reason.
That was a joke, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It landed.
I've been getting a lot of Dude, I've been getting so many telenovela like edits in my fucking YouTube
Yeah.
feeds.
It is pretty cool.
Like
This shit is really bad.
Malthus and Hilda from like the priest and like the model show. It's like a telenovela, and it's always like fucking to the what's that one singer?
Shakira.
No, it's like
Selena.
it's like the older chick. Shit, I'm so bad on names today. I can't remember shit.
Dolly Parton.
No, it's like when
moving
I
on.
am no longer when
Celine
I'm no
Dion?
longer young and beautiful.
Lana Del
Lana
Rey.
Del
Yeah, Lana Del Rey. It's like Salvatore. That one.
Lana.
It's like always Salvatore edits. Lana Del Rey Salvatore
Fuck
shit.
is Salvatore?
Salvatore. You've never heard the song?
Dude,
No.
Lana El Rey.
It's in all the edits,
Yeah.
bro. It's in all the telenovela edits.
Lana.
Marina Del Rey.
yeah. Lana
Whatever.
Marina Del
But
Rey.
yeah,
Fucking Watinos.
you're just salty because you're not getting fucking El Pastor tacos tomorrow, brother.
I get them almost fucking all the time.
Then you'd be appreciating them like I do.
I love El Pastor tacos.
Then you'd
I
be
just-
talking
I don't-
about 'em more.
Here's the deal. They're in my belly. They're not in my mouth, bud.
They're
I
in
don't need to
both.
Talk about
They're in
it.
both.
I don't
You
need to
can't
talk about it.
You
My
can't,
stomach,
you
my
can't
stomach
love
knows the truth.
You can't love that which
My
isn't in
stomach-
your mouth, boy.
Yo, pause.
Pause.
Dude, gay as a bitch. All
You
right,
can't
anyway.
love that which isn't in your mouth.
All right, anyway.
Did you saying Margarita Friday reminded me? We should do the
Margarita
4
Friday.
burrito 4 cut water challenge.
Oh,
That
hell
sounds.
no.
I can't do cut waters, dude. I
Bro,
can't.
I
do
can't even
cut
drink.
waters.
If I smell the cut water, I'd probably get drunk.
Cut waters do not agree with me. I can't do it.
Dude, not a true
Can I do a
Latino.
4 burrito,
No,
4 Modelo challenge
I'll
instead?
do it with you.
What? Tonight?
Fuck it.
No.
No, dude.
No,
I gotta
I'm
go.
good, dude.
I gotta go home and mix
I'm
some
good on
pizza
that
dough
one.
up.
Yeah.
I gotta go home and make some pizza dough.
Need.
Yeah, I gotta need the
Need.
dough basically and cut it, portion it out.
I need the dough.
I need the dough.
What do you think about this list? You're a reader.
What
You're
do
an
I
avid
think
reader.
about this list?
What would you change?
Honestly, after your discussion, I would drop religious to C.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Man of the people.
I was just thinking about choose your own adventure books.
Dude, those are so elite.
Where are those? Oh, adventure.
Yeah,
Action
you
adventure.
have to like flip
Yes.
to a certain page.
Those are fucking
Yeah.
so awesome.
Yeah.
Huge part of my childhood.
I would put those in like
Magic School Bus. Is
B,
that
A
Action
tier.
Adventure? Probably.
What?
Action Adventure. Magic School Bus. Probably Action Adventure.
I mean, it was children's. I would
Dr.
imagine.
Seuss action adventure.
Yeah, action adventure.
Horror thriller.
Horror
Go,
thriller. So
dog,
actually,
go.
actually, low key.
Go, dog,
Cat,
go,
Cat in
horror
the Hat is
thriller.
low key like kind of horror.
What is?
Cat in the Hat.
Oh yeah.
But the movie. Not
Yes.
the book. The movie is.
That movie's kinda good as
One of
fuck.
the
I'm
worst
not gonna
movies.
lie, bro.
No, it's horrible.
I kind of fuck with that movie.
I rewatched it the other. It was so.
I haven't
bad.
seen it in a long time, but
It's like it has this weird, weird sexual energy,
Fired. Oh,
and
yeah.
like anytime the girl is like walking up the stairs, it literally does like an upskirt shot of her.
Ass,
It's
yeah.
really weird,
it's Nickelodeon
and
coded
she's
out.
like 6. It's like
movie is
really
this?
weird. Oh my god!
I gotta
yeah.
rewatch it. The set.
I can't even laugh at that.
The set
too
pieces
heinous.
were cool in it, but
No, it's a cool. Sure. Anyway, I'll tell you what I would fucking change. No, not that anyone asked me at all.
this
Pieces
is your
of shit.
list.
Sci-fi should go S. Religious should go C. Poetry should go D.
What's an S tier book that's sci-fi?
Dune?
World of the War.
Star Wars? Any of the? Well, probably not. Star Wars.
I'd consider World of War more horror thriller, but yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's
fair.
also sci-fi.
What do you mean, War of the Worlds?
War of the
Yeah.
Worlds.
Oh, H.G.
Yeah.
Wells is a literal sci-fi author. So yeah,
Yeah.
The Time Machine is my favorite H.G. Wells. I would say that's S tier.
What's a Wrinkle in Time?
451 Fahrenheit or whatever. That's a sci-fi. Invisible Man, sci-fi. There's a ton of classics.
Slaughterhouse 5.
Yep.
Okay. So would you
Classic.
put it low S then?
Shit, Gravity's Rainbow is low.
The thing is, a lot of the good S sci. The thing is, the problem with this is there's just so much genre overlap.
Yeah.
It's hard to narrow it down to what the genre.
But like
specifically
sci-fi,
is.
the quintessential sci-fi book I would point to is
There's just
Dune.
so many shitty sci-fi
Dune,
books.
and Dune
dude.
is one of the best books
There's
I've ever
so many
read.
it's like fantasy and sci-fi are like the two most written books, and there's so much shit.
No, and I agree
You
with you,
know,
but
yeah.
again, that could be said for all of the top 4.
I can't think of any bad, shitty horror thriller books.
There was actually an unfathomable amount of bad horror
I see
books.
I've treaded into a room I do not know.
unfathomable. It's just like horror movies.
Yeah.
Because they're the easiest books, quote unquote.
There's no
easiest
bad
books
horror
to
movies.
Write, the easiest movies to make.
There's no bad
gotta.
horror movies.
That's what. No, dude. There has to be horror.
If you have a bad horror movie, it is the most entertaining piece of shit ever.
No.
Because
There
they're
are
so
some
bad, they're
There are
hysterical.
genuinely some bad horror movies. That
Like
are
There's some
fucking
in
Leprechaun in the
between.
Hood.
There's some movies
like,
that are genuinely just bad. That's
but they're so bad they're good. That's the thing. Because that's something horror is
disagree.
so good at. If you do it shitty, it just turns into the best comedy ever.
sometimes.
All
it
the
doesn't.
times.
It comes at night.
Pumpkinhead.
I'll counter your opinion. It comes at night.
I'm gonna raise you 2 opinions.
The Last Exorcism. It's
Yep.
terrible.
Terrible.
Whatever. We've been yapping too much, I think.
I don't think so. I think we need more yap.
We're going 4 hours.
All right, I'm gonna mute my
Joe
microphone.
Rogan.
It is almost 10. All
Holy
right,
fuck.
yeah. Well, we can call it here. I think we talked enough for a couple of weeks. So, as always, we will see you next week to recap. I don't think we need to recap today. Books are good.
I think all of us should expand our smut knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
People, yes.
Because there's
Evan-
no way it's a D tier. Right?
There's probably some really actually
Right?
there probably are some really good like
Smut.
there's probably like some actual like genre bending perspective
Actually-
shifting smut.
I want to throw in a category here. The custom, like, what is that? When people like upload their random bullshit books?
Copy pasta?
Not copy pastas. It's like I can't remember. I forget the point. I won't be able to remember enough about
Manga.
it. Actually, we should throw
Yeah,
manga in here.
wasn't on here.
Yeah,
That
you
F
fucked up
tier.
on that. Manga graphic novels got
Actually,
entirely
manga is
missed.
not really a genre. Manga is a style.
I would say it's a genre.
It's a style of.
I would say it is a genre though, because I think it is like it's over encompassing. Just like anime is like a genre of show. You know what you're getting into with anime. You're gonna have pedophiles and freakos and people being fucking weird about children and
over the
rape.
top
Swords.
gore.
Yeah, and over the top sexualization of kids. That's
Under the top skirt.
that's all gonna be included. Anyway, all right, we'll call it at that. On that great positive note, thank you for tuning in today. As always, I'm Joe.
I'm Cramer.
And I'm Evan.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye bye.